such a nice shirt. Anybody ever see that video? There's like,
Yeah.
Good shirt,
that's such a
too.
beautiful shirt.
I would honestly freak out just as much as that kid. Dad, microwaving that glow stick.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Forget We Said That. I'm Relytan.
I'm Alyssa Riot.
And I'm Legion Lion.
What inspires you? For me, it's pizza.
That motivates me, keeps me going when times are hard.
But that's kind of one of the first things we'll kind of dive into, or at least one of the things eventually we'll get into, and other kind of things, maybe memories that inspire you. We can kind of converge these and stuff. I do have some sports memories and stuff and things like that. So yeah, I don't know exactly where to jump off from. What kind of inspiration are we talking? Are we talking life inspirations or just creative inspirations? What do you think we should delve into?
When I was like suggesting this topic, I was thinking about like life stuff, like what do you like kind of fall back on?
Yeah.
As far as like knowing that like the road you're taking like will get you to somewhere you want to be. And usually, like, I find that in a lot of, like, fantasy stories and things like that, you know, like Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings and stuff like that. Oddly enough, when I was thinking about this, I was reading, like, a manga, and it was like a sports manga. It was about soccer, which I really don't know anything about, even though, like, I played a little bit when I was, like, 5 or 6 years old. But, and really, I'm not interested in any form of a World Cup or any other soccer teams or anything like that, or European football, just so they don't get mad at me. But
the hooligans are gonna get after you.
Yeah, they are. They're gonna come commenting for the first time. We're gonna see comments. It's gonna be about the how you say football or soccer.
Oh yeah, well we'll just we'll just pretend.
But anyway, yeah, this manga is called Blue Lock. And it's basically a story about like Japan needing a World Cup winning team for the first time because they always get beaten out like by like Germany or Brazil or any other countries, and it's always been attributed to like not having a good striker, which is basically like a top scorer. And I thought it was like kind of like just kind of generic at first, like, oh, you know, they're just trying to figure out the best team, and probably at the end of the series they're gonna win the World Cup. But how the system works is that eventually, like, you have to, like, score a certain amount of points and people just get eliminated. Like, either your team or yourself gets eliminated because you don't score enough, because that's what they're trying to find. But the inspiration I got from it is that a lot of, like, the character's motivation is, like, their ego, right?
Yeah.
It's like their willingness or their belief in themselves, or, like, just their, the narcissist in themselves, that they can and will, like, score goals. And I always thought that was fun because I feel like I lack self-confidence in like a lot of things. You know, I'm overly confident on just everything I know like a lot about, right? Like if you talk to me about like any of my favorite video games or any of my favorite movies or any of my favorite books, like I will go on and I will like debate people on why like they're the best. But as far as, like, going forward in, like, your career or something you really want, you really have to have, like, some sort of ego to believe that you can, like, conquer whatever the fuck is put in front of you. Whether it's, like work or, like, exercise or any sort of, like, skill you want to be good at. Like, part of it is, like, knowing that you're better than other people in that field.
Yeah.
And knowing that, like, you probably excel way harder than they do, right? But you have to, like, want it bad enough for yourself. And that's, like, what the manga kind of does. As, like, I can't really describe it, but how, like, they draw, like, certain characters' eyes once they kind of, like, figure that out, like, in themselves, like, they can't, like, just, like, maybe I'll take the shot, you know, maybe I don't. Like, I don't want to, like, you know, try to score a goal and then miss and then fail and then feel bad about myself. But I like the realization especially with the characters when they figure out it's like fuck it, I'm gonna just go for it anyway. Like I don't care if I'm gonna fail right here and now. Like if I don't do this, I'm gonna fucking regret it for the rest of my life. And also like no one else is gonna do this for me. Like I have to believe I'm better than the person who's trying to block the goal. And it's funny enough, I was reading that like all throughout the start of my new job, and I just started just believing in that like type of philosophy. I don't think I'm superior in every way, but I do believe I can like conquer this shit. If I gave like the same amount of like skills to anybody else, I'm pretty sure they could do it. So like, why not just believe it in me? The person
Right.
who's gonna like try to like accomplish shit at my job. But that was like the weirdest like inspiration route I've ever taken. Is like a sport I don't care about, like for a manga that I didn't like at first, and then now I'm like, yeah, this is like
It
the type of
changed me.
mindset I want to have like throughout my life, But
That
mostly my
makes
career.
sense. That makes sense because you're able to identify what drives you, and that alone will give you confidence because you're like, yeah, I know how to do this. I can fucking succeed at this job, and I'm probably better than most people at it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
No.
cool.
Yeah, manga. I know there's a lot of like baseball mangas and animes. That
Yeah,
I know
Japan loves their baseball. They
dude.
do.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, they're and Korean.
Mm-hmm.
But those are cool. Like I've been meaning to kind of dive into some of those. I definitely like it. I do draw inspiration from. Well, I love sports anyway, so I guess I do just normally draw inspiration just from cool feel good stories. When you kind of do a breakdown of like like things. Also though, it's also like on the other side of the coin. Like lately, it's been the NFL playoffs, right? And like when teams lose, was it Darnold from the Vikings? Like he's like an older kind of quarterback who looked really good for most of the year. People were like, this is his fucking like resurgence, his renaissance, awesome. He was gonna get paid almost no matter what. But in the last two games, the final game of the season and their playoff game, I mean, there's no good way to put it. He shat the bed like really bad at both games.
Damn.
And like it was just like he was seeing ghosts,
Ah.
and that's an old it's a fun turn of phrase, but it's really true. Like you can tell when a quarterback is seeing ghosts. And like his stock just dropped so much from that, you know what I mean? And I think he's trying to work out a deal with some other team, but it's a really big question about like who's gonna who's gonna take a chance at him, other than maybe a really bad team that just needs a tank commander, which basically means they're losing on purpose, basically just so they get better draft picks. So I don't. Yeah. So I guess that's the other side of the coin. Not to bring the mood down, but I just there's like different inspirations you could take. I guess you could take an inspiration of like, I don't know. You could kind of just tell yourself like, you know what, he tried at least. Like he's still a nice guy, and there's honor in at least trying out there. And I know your philosophy, Legion, is very Wayne Gretzky like, right? You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. But
You gotta
That's
believe
a
you're
hockey
better than
player.
everybody else at that point.
yeah, it's like that's either Wayne Gretzky or Michael Scott. I don't really know who said that.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, I definitely I can definitely relate to the kind of the sports thing there. European football, soccer. I know enough about it. Offsides is hard to is hard to comprehend even to me. I mean, so some people can really just watch soccer and just know what's going on like the whole time.
Oh,
And I'm just
no
over here
idea.
like, wait, and then it's just like offsides, and I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot to even look for that. I mean, but then again, I mean, it does. Most sports take like a kind of a long time to like be able to watch like passively when you just kind of just know what's happening, even if you're not really watching. I'm pretty good at that with a lot of things, but yeah, certain sports I'm not. I'm up on. Soccer's a lot easier to follow than cricket. I don't even watch cricket.
Yeah.
I at least watch soccer sometimes. But yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's some cool stuff.
It's funny. Like I've always said, like if I couldn't like watch combat sports as like my main sport I'd watch, it would always like be hockey as my secondary sport
Okay.
because there's just like infighting sometimes.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Yeah,
fun.
right. Like the enforcers like rough up people and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then last night when I was like hanging out with my family, and then we were watching a college volleyball game. I was like, no, I think I'd like this a lot better.
I mean, I
Yeah.
like beach volleyball.
Like, I mean, yeah, like, doesn't matter if it's like women's or like the men's side. I like that it's like so fast paced, and then like sometimes like scoring is just letting the other team fuck up real bad, and and just and letting you score the point, right? Like they fuck up like a serve or something like that, or like someone like clearly hits it outside the ring, so you just not the ring, the court, you just like don't touch it and like let them fuck up on their own basically.
Right. Yeah, and it is so fast paced because like like by the time that the ball like leaves your bump or like your spike, you got to set up for the next response.
Nice, because it's probably coming back your way
Yeah,
like immediately.
yeah, it's gonna be like 2 seconds, and and like you better be positioned so well from however you position that ball that you just or your team just like put over, and it's like if you put it too far over in one direction, you might be fucked because someone could just slam that right into someone who can't even respond.
Yeah. I also like that like coaches can like challenge calls and stuff like that. I was like, yeah, I dig this shit. Be like, it's like no, they didn't score, and then they'll like go back to the cameras like instant replay. They're like, yeah. Okay, we take that back. It's actually a point for your team actually, and then the coaches will be like, yeah, let's go. It's like the only sport where you'd like you want the other team to like fuck up heavy because that means like more points for your team like instantly. Like you're not like waiting for like a good position like or a good like serve. You're just like let them fuck up. Let them hit the net all the time because it just means more points for our team.
Bro, I mean, yeah, I was just watching something. There's some thread on like Reddit where it was like the worst calls for every team in the NFL. You know what I mean? Like in the history like of each team and like the worst call that went against them. And I didn't really watch a lot of them, but there was one where it was like called like the Phantom Catch, and it was like like some guy just caught it. It was back in like the 70s, and some guy caught the ball but like didn't really retain possession. And nowadays it would never have been called a catch, but back in like the 70s they didn't even have replay. So like there was this big thing where like the other teams. One team started arguing, or like one team started celebrating because it didn't look like he caught it, and then the other team was like, "No, we did catch it." And then like 5 minutes later, the refs were like, "Yeah, they caught it." It was like, and then and like I could see that would be so infuriating if it was against my team.
I like when coaches get mad. When you see like the veins pop out of their neck, they're just like
screaming.
Yeah, they're like running towards the ref. They're like, "What the fuck?"
I know it's funny because you know their job just. I mean, really, at the end of the day, their job just boils down to like trying to inspire their team. That happens a lot in baseball, where a manager almost is obligated to just start screaming at the umpire because it's the only way to like inspire your team. And like it looks bad if you don't do that. You know what I mean? You look like such a passive manager if there's like a bad call or two or something kind of big happens in the game that's very questionable, and your team's kind of like down and out, or like that was their chance. A lot of times it's like they're rallying, right? They get like the bases loaded, and all of a sudden the ump just like fucks up the strike zone, and like all of a sudden like three guys get caught looking at like really bad pitches. And all of a sudden, the manager's just out there screaming at the ump because, like, what else can you do? Because the team needs additional inspiration, and there's really no consequence for the managers. I don't think they get. I don't think they get fined for getting kicked out of the game, or if they do, it's nothing.
Yeah, right. It's like $10,000. That's fine.
I don't think they do. Like a lot of football players. Yeah, a lot of football players get kicked out, or like coaches can get kicked out for doing certain things, and they'll get fined. But But managers, it's almost just a matter of course. It's kind of like hockey fights, where it's like I don't think they get fined for fighting. It's just they get five. They get five for
it's
fighting.
It's part of the game.
Yeah, they get 5 minutes in the sin bin for fighting, but not a actual fine.
Yeah. There's like a weird Goldilocks between like I should fight for this, but I can't fight too hard.
Yeah.
Well, there's some more inspiration, like in your work life. You got to know where the line is, right? Where's the line where I'll be okay? I'm just asserting myself, and where am I getting
try to
like
push it
written
sometimes.
up?
Oh God, definitely. Talking to these people, it's very hard not to get upset at them, but you have to check yourself because you're like, I am working right now. I am working.
No, you said you had a crazy work story. I don't know if we want to segue into that.
I mean,
we can loop back to sports stories if you want, because I still want to talk sports. You know me. But
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about what drives us. My thing that drives me is like, I think what it's always been is being helpful. Like if I can make a difference in someone else's life because I was helpful to them, that makes me happy. And that's why I'm in this. And like, like I'll tell you like briefly what it was, but like I had my first drug exposed infant. I had not dealt with that before. We had gotten a call that this mom had her baby on Sunday, and she has been known, she's a known meth user. And so I guess in November she tested positive for fentanyl. December she tested positive for meth. In January she tested positive for meth. So, obviously we have to go down there and see what's what. So I went in, and like it had been a couple weeks since she had last tested positive, and she was trying to tell us that she was clean, but she was just like clenching her jaw, moving around. She was kind of like, I knew she was still.
Yeah, she's on, yeah.
Yeah, but I was being nice to her, talking to her, and I was trying to figure out if she had any support network. She doesn't. Her other kids, they've been taken away before, and she doesn't have anybody. And then I'm sitting there and just going, like, God, I just don't understand. It's hard as a social worker because they tell you not to have bias, or judgment or anything like that. You have to be empathetic to them because they have hard lives, and they end up there for a reason. And I'm looking at her as a mother going like, I don't understand how you could do this, And we're asking her, well, how do you plan to stay clean? And she goes, well, I just have to look at my baby's face and then I'll know. But I'm like, you knew you were pregnant. You couldn't feel the baby kick and you still used, And so I'm looking at her, and she's laying in bed, and it looks like she hasn't even, like, gotten up to shower. She still has blood between her legs and stuff like that. It's only been hours, and lunch comes in, and they're trying, they bring in her tray and stuff, and they just leave, and she's trying to sit up, and I'm looking at her, and my supervisor's just standing with me, like, not doing anything. And so I go and I move her tray to her, and I move the baby's, crib out of the way and stuff. And I was like, do you want me to take him for you? I can put him in bed so you can eat. She goes, yeah, could you? And I picked him up, and I'm looking at him too, making sure he doesn't have fetal alcohol syndrome or anything like that.
Right,
and he's healthy. Right. I was like, well, okay. So I put him in his bed. I gave her tray, and I'm just talking to her like normal, like not even the social worker, just talking to her. And she was, and so we leave, and I was telling him, I was like, well, he looks fairly healthy, like he weighed a good amount. He tested really good on the APGAR scale. And then we go to her house, and it's just awful. Like, it was weird. It was like so barren. There was no TVs on the walls. There was like part of a couch, holes punched in the wall. There's knife marks in the wall. Looks like somebody went in and tagged with spray paint and stuff like that. And I was just like, she has no baby supplies. She's nothing. And I was like, the baby can't be here. There's no fucking way.
Right.
So we have a meeting. Right. We have a meeting the next morning, and it's over the phone, and we're telling her all of these things, and we're trying to get her to accept services from us, but she's refusing. She's acting like she doesn't have a problem. She doesn't need this. She doesn't need that. And I'm like, look, if you don't take this program, then what we're going to do is file for a protective custody warrant, and the judge is going to figure out whether you keep the baby or not, which obviously you know what's going to happen.
Right. They won't.
And it's like she doesn't get it. And then we have a parent partner program where it's somebody who's been through the system and they've gotten their kids back, and they advocate for parents who are trying to do the same thing. She doesn't want that either. And then you hear the baby screaming on the other end of the phone, and I was like, she's not hearing us right now. Like, so very next day, our warrant gets approved, and I stayed later than usual, and we go to the hospital. It's 5:30 at night. And I'm like, fuck, like, this is the first time I'm going to have to tell somebody I'm taking their baby away. And, like, I walk in the room, and she's got him. It's dark, and she's all, are you taking him from me?
Cinematic.
Please. Yeah, it was dark. I was just the only light that was coming in was from the hallway. She's all, please, please don't take my baby from me, please, please. And I was like, I can't. Like, we have to. We're taking him, and we're like, we're just letting you know we're serving the warrant now, and had to sign a thing. And she just screamed and sobbed, and my supervisor walked out of the room to let the nurses know, you have to come get the baby and put him in the nursery. She can't have him anymore.
Right.
And so instead of just standing there, I sat next to her on the couch, and I was telling her, I'm sorry. I was like, look, you have to look at this as an opportunity. We're going to give you resources. You're going to do this. I was like, you can do this. I was like, all you have to do is make sure that you follow through with A, B, and C. You're going to get visitation time. You're going to see him. You're going to get to bond with him. Don't worry about it. She goes, is this going to help me get my other kids back? I was like, yes. If you can show the county that you are capable and you're appropriate, then you will get them back. But you can do this. And she was like, okay.
You have to try, yeah.
You have to try. You can do it. And she was like, all right. And so they come, they take the baby from her. It was awful. And I stood in front of her bed before I left, and I was like, listen. I was like, remember how we were talking about the parent partner program, and do you know what I was saying? And she was like, no. I was like, this is what it is. I was like, I said it just like this with my supervisor. I was like, it's another parent who's been through the same shit as you. The same shit. I was like, but she got her kids back. She knows how to navigate the system. You get hooked up with her. You can call her anytime. You can ask questions. She could come with you to court. She's going to help you. That's the person you lean on. We have the phone number, and you can get help from her. She goes, oh, really? She can help me? I said, yes. And she was like, okay, I want to do that. Okay. And then I was like, all right, good luck. She's all, thank you. And then I left, and he was like, oh, that was good. You left her with some words of encouragement. But I'm like, do I think she's going to do it? Do I think she's going to get her kids back? I've got no fucking clue. But it did feel good to do that for her.
You set her on the track.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's kind of your job, really, in some ways. Yeah. No, that's cool, because it's like, you like kind of looping back, like, like you have to believe in yourself enough to at least try, like,
You have to.
And and I'm guessing in her mind, I mean, maybe I'm just playing armchair psychologist, but like, I just think, like, especially if you're like addicted to things, like, it just seems like such a mountain. You know what I mean? Yeah. It just seems like you don't even want to hear Alyssa tell you that there's this program and that program, because there's just a huge mountain in front of you. And it's, because the first step is like getting clean or whatever, and it's just like, and that alone is horrible, let alone dealing with the mountain of paperwork. and like whatever other hearings you have to do. So like, I'm definitely one of these people that kind of empathizes in that respect, only because it's someone who's already in a down and out position. Like, I wouldn't recommend getting into that position, but once you're there, I'm empathetic to like what it feels like.
For sure. And I recognize her struggle. Like, I'm not an addict. I don't know what it feels like to want to use. But I know that it's hard. And I know it's hard getting clean, because I've seen people go through withdrawal and stuff like that from heroin. I've lost family members and really good friends to heroin and fentanyl. And it's because it's so hard to get fucking clean. You have to go through that sickness, and it sucks. And right now where she's at in limbo, like she hasn't been able to have her stuff while she's in the hospital. She's still kind of like delusional. Right. And then she's got her baby who's screaming his head off, and she's trying to pay attention. Like, there's no way she heard anything that was going on over the phone. But after they took her baby away, and I was right in her face going, this is what you need to do. You can do this. She's like, okay. And I don't think she has anyone in her life telling her that she is capable of doing anything. People just want to use her for all the shit that they can and toss her aside, Like, even the kid's dad wasn't there to sign the birth certificate or anything. She has nobody. So I'm hoping that she gets hooked up with the parent partner, and that she calls my supervisor to ask for questions, because, God, she's so young. But, yeah, what drives me, like I said, is being able to make a difference in other people. Like, I don't know if it always does, but doing it is what helps me. That's just my moral compass. I'm always going to try to do the right thing,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dang, you would have been good at my job, Alyssa.
You think so?
You try to build rapport with everybody, try to get to know them as a person, But at the end of the day, you have to be like, yeah, these are your options. Like these are the things that I can offer to send you or help you with, and that's about all I can do. The rest is up to you.
Right.
As far as things, but yeah, I don't think they would be as receptive to listen to you, Alyssa, if you didn't try to like build at least a little bit of rapport and
Sure.
try to get to know them. I think that like you have to like get past them thinking you as just like another agent or another someone who's passing by. They have to like kind of trust you a little bit so they
Yeah.
can like kind of go on what you're saying.
Yeah, and that's why I love my supervisor. He's really, he's awesome. I've learned a lot from him, but there are times I'll like take over and kind of explain it to the clients in like a more simple way, a more direct way. Like what he's trying to say is this, or he means this, I'm more like I talk in like a comfortable tone.
You're like the local translator.
Yes, yeah, pretty much. Like, especially with like women, I go, oh yeah, he means this, and they get, because it was like when he was telling her that we were serving the warrant, he was just explaining why we're doing it, all this, that, and the other. You have this, you have that, and I go, we're taking him because of this, but these are the things that are going to happen next. You can take care of this and this. He's going to be in their nursery. You can visit him. You just can't take him to your room. She's all, oh, okay. Like, you have to just kind of,
Sure.
and once it's like once she heard me like being direct and swearing, she was like, oh, I get it. I'm like, fuck this shit. Go do what you need to do. She's like, all right.
People respond to that down to earth stuff, and you're right.
Yeah.
And I think that is. I mean, especially, and I mean, I don't know how much you mention it to them, but like being a young mom, I'm sure they can relate to you a lot. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like that's hugely like beneficial. Like, I don't know, yeah, you're like Legion was saying, kind of just you're on their level. I think, and I would imagine they definitely connect with you a lot more than some jabroni, telling them
Right.
a bunch of court like things. I don't even know what they'd say. Warrant bullshit. Like I don't have the stomach for legalese either.
Right. For sure, when we get a teen mom in there and she's trying to learn how to do things, I will self-disclose. I will say, yes, I was a teen mom. I went through this stuff, and make sure you have this, and this, and you stay on top of it, go back to school. And then they'll, they're like, oh, okay, well, she gets it. A lot of the social workers there, they've been through it too. They're like ex-gangbangers and stuff like that. And if you talk to them like that, yeah, in a down-to-earth way, they tend to respond better. Yeah, so.
Right. Do you have to repeat yourself a lot, when you're going over some information for them? Like, do you have to constantly, like, circle back to things?
Yeah, my supervisor does, but I don't. Because he'll explain it kind of over and over, and then I'll go, he means this. And they're like, got it, But it's, I would say, like, with the kids, with the younger people, you probably have to reiterate a couple times because they're like, what? But luckily, on my side, it's like we mainly will interview the parents and then interview the kids, and then like the kids, we don't really have to tell them to do anything. They're just answering our questions. But it's the parents that we're like, you need to go and do this and this. But a lot of them, they just don't want to fucking do what they're supposed to do. I'll tell you the number one thing that I fucking hate in emergency response is the moms that go back to the boyfriends that are causing all of the problems.
Right.
It's the most frustrating thing. Like, the kids are telling them, I hate him, he's doing this to me, he said that, he broke this, he's hurting them, he's hurting their mom. CPS will come in, they'll remove the kids, and guess where she is? With him.
With the boyfriend.
With the boyfriend, where she's not supposed to be. We'll have a protective order where they're not supposed to see each other, not supposed to call, nothing, no fucking contact, and they'll even be in court, like on Zoom, in the same fucking house where they're not supposed to be. Like sometimes like you'll see videos online of the officer knocking on the door and you hear it in the background of the other phone call and they're like, "Ma'am, are you there with..."
Dude, I remember
They're
that
so
one. I
stupid.
was going to mention that one. Like, you're there right now with them, aren't you? And
Happens
or the
all
one
the
where the
time.
guy's driving around and he's on the court Zoom call.
Yeah.
and he
yeah,
can't
he's
Or
not
they-
drive.
supposed to drive. Yeah.
Yeah, or they come to court in the same vehicle. Yeah. They're so stupid. But they all do that.
So I'm saying, like, I feel like I need to, like, tell some people, like, the same information a lot of times for them to, like, just have it click. Like, this is what's
Sometimes.
this is what needs to happen.
I
This
think-
thing right here. And
I
here's are the
think-
resources.
Because of how serious this is, they're paying close attention. Because, like, if we tell them, "Hey, you have court on Friday at 1:30," they're gonna hear you the first time because they're like, "Oh fuck," you know, if I don't go to this, like, I'm not getting my kids back, you know. So,
Right.
and we print out everything and we give them copies and stuff like that. But man, yeah, it's so frustrating. And then we get a couple, you know, we get idiots in there that just aren't listening, and yeah, they reiterate. But my head supervisor, she's very blunt, very forward, and she's like, "I told you," you know. She doesn't fuck around. I love her. Yeah, I love that.
As previously,
Yeah, as per my last email, that is her.
as I
She is so much
previously
like that.
reiterated.
Yeah, you know how people can just make you feel stupid in just a couple sentences? That's her. Yeah, I love her.
Sometimes I have to do that with certain, like, customers I have.
Yeah.
It's like, so, like, you called in, you wanted this. Here's the things you want me to change. Some of these are not in, like, my field of range that I can do. Here's the options I'm offering you. Like, so you called in for help, but you don't want to accept help, and
yeah.
sometimes they'll just get real quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so frustrating too because like you want to tell them if you do these things, it will look better on you to do it. Because we can't tell them what to do. We can
Right.
kind of suggest.
You can't coach them to do things,
Right.
right?
They
but
have
you can
to.
offer like materials in which that would improve them, right?
Yes, like, hey, if you go drug test and you take these classes and all of these things, that will look better on you and
There's
you'll
an-
probably get your kids back,
Yeah,
you know?
easier avenue, right?
But they don't, you know, like,
Once
hey,
again,
if you do
they, in their
voluntary
mind,
family
they're
maintenance.
yeah, sorry, but yeah, it's like in their mind, they're like, maybe I can skip that part about not being on drugs.
They always say no. It's so, yeah, they always think, and like, and if we tell you, hey, you need to go drug test, you need to go drug test. And we order it for that day and we get the results like that. And
Dang.
our drug test, oh man, we can figure out if you did fentanyl a month ago. Like, we will know. Yeah, so, and they always think they can cheat it. They always go, oh, I'll drug test today. No, I could do that right now. And we go, all right, dummy, see you in 30
Just gonna
minutes.
go into the urine guy.
Yep, and they go,
Just send
yeah,
me
I'll just
something
go
clean.
pee. Nope, we'll get your hair follicle and everything. And then fucking me and my supervisor will be sitting at our desk waiting, and then an hour later, bing,
Ding,
here's the
yeah.
email,
Email.
positive, cocaine. We're like, I can't believe it.
Must have been secondhand cocaine.
Yeah,
The doctor must have peed in my cup.
yep, dude. It happens all the time.
You see, I was
It's
at the
so crazy.
casino and I was at the high roller table and there was
Yeah.
some dust on it and I didn't know what
I
it
ate
was.
a powdered donut,
ate a
and I had no
It
idea.
was cocaine.
You know how they do.
Powdered donut. That's so good.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's so crazy how, like, they refuse services, right? So we have a program, it's called Voluntary Family Maintenance, and it's everything that you need. Like, everything. Like, they will, it's all free. And I think it's for 6 months to a year. And they'll help you with childcare. They will help you with food and money and, like, all of these classes, and they check in with you and like everything that you need to better your life. It's right there. And they go, no, don't want it. You're like, what? And it's like, and it would look better on you to to take advantage of it, obviously anyone can accept it, but if you don't follow through, then they kick you out of the program and you can't apply again. But it would look better if you did it and actually did the programs, and then you go, hey, and you show the judge that you did it, and they go, wow, look at you. You were diligent. But they just go, nope. I'm like, what? Just do it.
Yeah.
Just do it.
There's
Just trust in the system.
what's it called? The combative resistance or whatever. Like, yeah, as soon as you tell someone to do something, they don't want to do it.
The new thing is pathological demand avoidance.
Yeah,
if somebody wants you to, if somebody wants you to do something, you don't want to do it. So that's like getting a job or like tasks or anything like that. If anyone asks you to do something that seems like it takes a little bit of effort, you are like, nope. Yeah.
Kind of comes down to like. I forgot where I stole this philosophy for sure from somebody, but realizing that the easy path is way longer and more difficult to climb.
Yeah.
Not that that the harder path is any more easy, but it's like the step in the right direction.
Right.
It's just like how much more do you want to suffer with the things you're doing now compared to like at least putting a step forward into like a different path basically. It's why I always like tell myself when I'm like. Man, like I just have no motivation today, or like I can't work out today, or it's like there's like something like I'm obligated like to do. It's like yeah, it's difficult, but like tough shit.
Yeah,
life is difficult.
it's like tough shit. Like one of the things I always like told myself when I was working out early on. It's like, are you tired, stressed out from work? Your muscles aching? It's like, welcome to the fucking experience, man.
It's part of it, yeah.
Like, if you're gonna suffer, like at least make it worth something, right? You're already in pain. Just keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I try to reach for something like every day where I can be like, well, at least I did that, right? Like, and I think, it's just one of those things where, it's just like, maybe I didn't do everything I wanted, or maybe I should have done this or that, but you know what? I did kind of take care of that one thing, and I usually do try to it's like, let me kind of do something that progresses at least something, and it definitely there's definitely some good philosophies in that kind of way where you just got to kind of take comfort or credence in what you can do. And not beat yourself up. I think there's an opposite side of the coin where it's maybe it's just my personality, but it's just one of those things where it's like it's even more detrimental, in my opinion, to really beat yourself up over like not doing something, or like not being in the right frame of mind. And I don't know. It's just one of those things where the opposite side of the coin is just kind of like as long as you kind of recognize what you could do better, and you could, as long as you learned something today, I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah, there's always, my philosophy is that there's always room for improvement. And I'm trying to show the kids that too, like, because, they want to be lazy sometimes and not do this. I'm like, if you want anything good in life, it requires effort. It requires hard work. Like, I spent a lot and sacrifice. Yeah, like you're going to have to sacrifice sleep. You're going to have to sacrifice fun sometimes. But when you get to your goal, you're good. You know what I mean? Like I spent a lot of time at home before I didn't, go to school and all those things, and didn't go to the gym and do it. And I wasn't happy, like some things were fun, but it didn't ever feel as good as working and earning money and losing weight and doing all of those things felt better than just chilling at home and doing nothing. And so I tell Amara, like, we just had this discussion where she didn't want to take AP classes because it's too hard. I'm like, well, I don't know what you think college is going to be like. I was
it's the giga school.
When
and you're paying for it, so you better be doing good, right?
Yeah. How do you think I got 5 degrees? Like, I had took 6 classes a semester, and that was after years of not going to school.
I think you beat up your teachers. That's why.
That's how you fought them.
Combat class.
You just scrapped them.
Yeah, I told her, man, that was years of not going to school, and then I jumped right into college, and I did all that. If I can do it, you can do it, and so can your sister. So when you get up You just tell yourself, I can do it. Is it going to be a little bit hard? Yes, but you are capable of doing hard things. You can do hard things.
You can do hard things.
Yeah, we all can.
On stuff. Yeah,
exactly.
For sure.
Yeah,
you can do hard things. We all can.
yeah. It's what was I think I had in my head. Jeez, I'll come back to it. But like, I just oh yeah. So you just don't sweat the stuff that you can't control, right?
Yeah.
Like you can control how much you study for your school, how hard you work for a job, right? But don't like stress out like if there's like an asshole that runs past you and like says some shit to your face, things like that, or like if there's like traffic and stuff like that, I never stress out on those things. I used to all the time, like sometimes like when I was working food service, sometimes I get like a really harsh customer and like I'd let it affect me for like the rest of the day. But I can't control that, right? I can only control what I do, and then I can only push myself as hard as I want to push myself. And like I've kind of probably mentioned in other podcasts before, it's like no one like fucking gives a shit that I'm working out, but it matters to me.
Sure.
Yeah.
It matters when I get results because I'm the one who sees them instantly. And then I'm the one who gains anything out of. Like if I stop working out tomorrow, like I don't think anyone cares. A few of you would be disappointed, probably. A few people would be disappointed, but overall, it's like things that I can do, right?
Yeah.
And that kind of leads me into like people think that like things that you can accomplish is like if I had to like kind of do a metaphor, it's like a stairs, right? That you can climb a stairs and then eventually you'll get to the point where you've accomplished things or have things in your life now that you can be proud of. But realistically, it's not. Like just think of it as like mountain ranges, right? It's like I climb up this mountain, I conquered it, I'm gonna go downhill again and then climb the next one, right? It's gonna be a constant like path. Like the goals are like the top of the mountains, but you never stop looking out for goals, right, or things you can accomplish. You're always looking for the next mountain. It's never gonna be like you at the top and now everything's okay now. Like there's always gonna be things that you need to push yourself to strive for, or else you'll never see any results, right? And like I guess that'd be like an interesting way to like approach like telling some of these people that you meet at CPS is like people think like if I do all these things like then I'll have like my kids back, like life will be normal, things like that. It's like nope, it's like the next goal, right? We want you to get a job that like makes more money. That way you can like at least have like a little extra money to spend on yourself. We want
Take
you to get
kids somewhere.
get your kids to Disneyland or even like have them be consistent in school and things like that. Yeah, it's never going to be
always,
like 1 point.
Yeah, there's always challenges involved with like, okay, now you have your kids. Well, geez, that's just having kids is a challenge. So
for sure.
So like getting your kids back is a challenge, but having kids is also a challenge. So yeah, it's kind of like,
and you have to work at your sobriety every day after you have them because I'm sure you want to use after.
I mean,
dealing
nobody's ever
with
not
stuff.
addicted. I feel like,
Right.
once they are.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're an addict forever. Like even my brother will will tell you. He told me I didn't quit doing drugs because they sucked. I fucking love drugs. He's all I stopped doing drugs because I had kids. I love my kids more. I was like, yeah, that's true. Yeah. I was like, that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad he like found that motivation because probably with your experience, you realize that that's not always the case. That some people will choose the drugs over their kids.
Yeah, my family has this weird ability to just stop.
Just stop. Just don't do it, forehead.
Yeah, like my grandpa, I guess, my dad's dad, he smoked and drank every day for 30 years. And then one day he was just like, I'm done with that. And never did it again. I was like, oh, okay.
You hit him with the peace out.
He just said, I'm good.
And the fade.
The fade.
No, that sort of reminds me of me. No, I feel like I do have somewhat of an addictive personality, but once I get like once I see like how it can affect negatively, I'm often able to be like, okay, I see what you know what I mean. Like I see the dangers of it, and like I can back off. Not that it's always been so clean, but I mean everybody has their kind of challenges and stuff. I was never in any horrible position, but there's times when it's like, oh, yeah, I need to cut back on that, and I'm usually able to. You know what I mean? Like, it's just one of those things where I kind of relate to that a little bit. Not certainly wasn't smoking and drinking every day for 30 years, but
Yeah, I know that. I was like, what the? But yeah, that's what he
Good for
did.
him.
Amara always jokes. She's like, yeah, I've been doing it every day, but I haven't become addicted yet.
that's what I say sometimes. I'm like, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not addicted, but yeah, and then I'll be like, or yeah, and you know what? There's some like I remember what was it? There's like an internet personality that I kind of like, and he was talking about how he was talking about how he's like an alcoholic, and he was like, you know what? And then I decided to prove it to myself for not drinking for an entire year. But then once the year was up, he just started drinking again. You know what I mean? And it was just like, you know, and sometimes that almost reminds me of me where it's like, sometimes it's like, I'm just going to prove I'm not addicted. And then once like a period of time is over, I'll be like, okay, I'm going to have to do it again.
See?
Usually
over
it's
with.
nothing
I proved
serious.
myself.
It's nothing like super serious, but like, it's not like heroin or whatever. But,
Right.
which I think that would kill you. Like, there's a lot of drugs that'll, or like, yeah, like, you need to build up that tolerance. But no, I'm
Yeah.
just talking about like silly things.
That's
that
why I've
aren't-
been building my tolerance to meth.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
I'm just building it. I've been shooting myself. But yeah,
God.
or the tolerance to bullets, right? Like I've been shooting myself with BBs
Yeah, just
for
just to
Jeez.
build that skin
then
tolerance,
pretty
and
soon
then
I'll
we
take
can go into larger calibers.
9mm, and then I'll be able to take a I don't even know, a rifle blast.
Shit, man.
You know what's kind of fun is that in my work friend group, there's like people who are like party animals. They'll like just go out like every weekend when they can, and like even like after work, because some of them work at night shifts. They'll be like, oh, let's go to the bar.
Ugh.
Most of them are young. They're
Right.
they're like in their early 20s, so they still got the stamina for it. And then on the opposite end, I have a friend who's like been sober for like 7 years. You know, no weed or alcohol and all that. Even when we go out to the bar, he's like, "What's the mocktail menu look like?" or like, can I just like customize something for it? Like,
What's your
and that'd be
juice?
awesome. And
Do
like,
you have milk?
yeah, for your juice, just juice and like a little soda. Yeah, right. Yeah,
What's your spaghetti
pretty much.
policy?
We can never get Alyssa to take any shots with us. It's just not gonna
Oh.
happen ever.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you ever notice that every time we're like, oh, let's get a round of drinks, and Alyssa's just like, just the one drink at the beginning of the night, and then the
I was
rest
gonna
of it
say
is
you
just
do,
water or
you do
soda.
drink
I
drinks, right? But even then, not a lot.
I do like obviously if I'm driving I won't drink anything, but like I don't know what it is like with large groups. I don't like to drink a lot because normally like I'll take shots and stuff like with my friends, just not a whole lot. But like when I was out for like TwitchCon and things like that, I always made sure to have like a sober brain because I always
we appreciate it.
You're
But a lot of us
responsible.
probably wouldn't have made it home.
yes, that's why, because everyone was so much younger than me. I was like, I think
obliterated.
yes. I'm always ending up to be the mom of the group, so I'm always like, let me not be
Fair
like
enough.
wasted, Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Fair enough. That's why we need to. That's why we try to get you a drink at the hotel room or something.
Yeah, oh, for sure. When we're in Louisiana, I'll drink for
Alright.
sure.
All right, you're
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
inspiring
dude.
me. Okay.
There's a couple of restaurants that I'm like, dude, that like daiquiri looks so fucking good. I hope Alyssa like actually
Oh, I
like
love a
drinks this
daiquiri.
with us. Yeah.
Things
Oh,
that-
I'm going to. Yeah.
Things that inspire me added to the list. Alyssa coming and drinking.
Alyssa
Yeah.
taking shots.
Yeah, exactly.
I will.
Motivates me every day.
Okay. and
It's-
the episode. Pizza.
It's gonna
and
be
Alyssa
so
drinking.
fun. And like and I'll be able to eat too because that'll be the end of June. So
We're eating.
by
We're eating, boys. We're eating good.
dude, I'm so excited because so I haven't told you guys, like I went to the doctor yesterday for my weigh-in and my BMI is almost to the point where like basically my insurance is like, you're not a fat lady anymore. We're not covering this. So he's tapering me down. So,
So you
my
don't-
next,
yeah, I get it.
yeah, my next round of shots, I'll be going down, which means I'll get my appetite back, and I'll be able to. By the time June comes, I'll be probably at my goal weight, and I'll have an appetite. So I'm so fucking excited.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is like I don't care if you drink or not on the trip, Alyssa. But if we don't go to a restaurant and fucking throw down on food, I'm gonna be very disappointed in you.
I
Yeah,
know.
Yeah.
Me
that
too,
offends
I'll
the
be
Legion
fucking
more than that. More than
I
alcohol.
know. No, I'm gonna eat. I'm so excited for it. Like, God, you guys. Well, you know how I eat. You guys know I eat like a bird right now, and it's so annoying. And oh my God, I told you guys my iron was really low. My hair's thinning. It's
Bro,
my
I eat
hair's
those
thinning.
She's gonna be
olives.
bald in June.
I don't. I try. Don't say that. I tried eating the olives, and I didn't like
I
it.
don't. Oh, jeez.
Nah,
Damn.
you
I
might
like
just
the
need
juice.
a low grade iron pill then.
Yeah, I just can't believe how thin my fucking hair is.
No.
But like, I am so, and he says it's from the low iron and everything. He's all, go get biotin vitamins and increase my protein and increase my iron, because I couldn't take the pill that he prescribed. It killed my stomach. So I got iron
Yeah.
gummies today.
Dark-
So I'm. Go ahead.
Dark leafy greens, don't you? Is it?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Because I was gonna
That
say
has iron.
spinach and
That sounds good.
romaine. Oh.
I love
Romaine I
spinach,
like.
man.
I'm not really into spinach, but maybe. I mean, if I cook it, does it get rid of the
Yeah.
iron?
Oh.
A little bit, but
Okay.
you know, usually it's not like you're getting like a small thing of spinach. Usually it just comes in a huge ass bunch.
I'll ask
As long as
Holly
you
if
wilt-
she can.
Wilt that into like a pasta or something, it should be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pasta pizza. Well, I don't know if you do pizza, but yeah. Yeah. Like I said,
Something.
romaine. Like, eat some Caesar salads.
I do like a salad, yeah. I'll ask Holly if she'll make me something to disguise the taste of spinach, because I'm not super into it. My turtle won't even eat spinach. She's like, that's gross.
Yeah, you guys are bougie as
I
fuck.
mean, there's,
I know.
there's other leafy greens too. I can't think
Yeah.
of a lot right now, but yeah. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, iron. Yeah, I'm sure we could find something for you.
We have to. I have hair, but
you
it's
just say I don't
not-
want to die. I don't want to die.
No, my ponytail is so thin. I love my hair. Oh my God. I can't believe how thin it is. Look, Jolene.
I know.
can't
You have your
believe it.
supervisor behind you.
Yeah, she's making sure no more of my hair falls out.
Guess she'll eat it.
Yeah.
And it'll be gone forever.
Can't believe it. And my friend warned me about this. She was like, be careful, your hair will fall out when you do weight loss. I was all, no, it won't. That's stupid. Ah!
Did she tell? Like I told you so. She had that moment with her.
She did. She texted me earlier. She's like, I told you, you got to increase your protein. I was like, I know. Shut up.
I mean,
Yeah, you're like in a weird spot where you need to like get nutrients, but you cannot eat
Yeah,
more than like
I mean-
I
a
know.
thimble
This is
full
hell.
of it.
yeah, that is true.
We need to get you like on an IV or some shit.
Yeah.
God,
Help me.
I'm just trying to my mind's going because I like to take like vitamins and stuff, and I get that the pill, that especially iron pill, that could definitely probably do something to the stomach that's already having problems. But yeah, and then but to be fair, spinach when you cook it down, it gets small, right? And
Yeah.
and I feel like you could go kind of crazy with that. But
Yeah,
but
just
then
throw some garlic on that shit.
yeah, ooh, garlic butter
Yeah.
spinach with with
Boom,
noodles, like you were saying
bingo.
with pasta. You don't even need
Oh, I do like pasta.
you don't even need the tomato sauce. You could do like a oil
I'm literally about to eat that after this
Yeah, right,
podcast.
yeah.
The dish that
Mix in
Aqua's describing.
noodles,
So good.
oil, garlic, and butter, and mix that all together. And
Oh, okay.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe maybe you wouldn't like it, but I don't know. I'm just trying to think of easy ways to do it that aren't that.
Yeah, we're trying to be a dog trying to a owner of a dog trying to get medication in. We're trying
I know.
to
Try it with
fucking
peanut
disguise
butter.
this shit to get in there.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah,
he
spinach
folds
with
it into
peanut
cheese.
butter.
Roll it up. Get one of those pill pockets for
Yeah.
Alyssa.
Yeah, we're
Make
gonna
me catch it.
Yep.
We're gonna try to grind the spinach into dust and put in a breakfast burrito or some shit.
In my Starbucks coffee in the morning. I don't even know it's there.
Can't you-
Doser with spinach.
I know. I bet I know what they sell. I bet they sell dehydrated spinach pills or something, right? In a capsule.
Ooh, I would eat
Maybe.
that.
I would eat. What kale?
We have to throw it in with a chocolate milk or
Right,
some
right, yeah.
shit.
But you have to, again, a pill pocket. Yeah, in a Kong, rubber Kong toy.
Yeah.
We just wait for her to like snore, and then we try to like throw it in.
Rub my throat.
Yeah.
Throw it in her.
Try to scare her.
From
Maybe
the-
she'll like accidentally like, swallow or some shit.
Damn it.
Try to get it in her mouth.
There,
from
we
across
got
the
her,
room.
guys.
I know. I gotta eat something. I'm not big on kale either.
Yeah, I know. I'm not either, and I was gonna say that's what I would do for
Yeah,
kale. If someone
that
told me to
can-
eat kale, I'd be like, let me do it.
Although
spin it
those
in a-
potato chips they make are good, but that's because there's like a fuck ton of salt
Yeah,
on it. So you're like, of
yeah.
course this tastes fucking good.
Yeah.
Brandon's like, he wants me to go on the smoothie kick. He bought me a little personal blender. He's like, you could put stuff in there. I'm like, yeah.
Shit, we'll throw fucking, we'll throw vegetables and fucking protein powder there. Boom.
That's true.
That's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, but to be fair, I don't know how much Alyssa can fit in her stomach at this point.
For real.
We'll do a shot at first.
Yeah.
And then we'll move to like a 6 or 8 ounce, like a can or some shit.
Yeah. It's hard, man, because, like, I'm trying to drink water, but when I get full of water, I'm like, ugh. You know, like, I can't even eat anything. Ugh. I have to wait for it to go down.
You have to like eat your food and then drink the water quickly afterwards, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm so excited to be off these meds. Like, I didn't even want to go this high. Like, yeah, it's helped me, but I'm like, God, I'm just not eating. And now my hair.
It is. Yeah,
My
it's one of those things
hair.
which I didn't even know all that about it. Do you?
She's gonna have a weave in New Orleans.
Yeah, box braids.
The medication, you said you have to go in for the shots. Do they have to like give it to you at the office?
No, I have them at home.
Okay.
They're in the refrigerator, and I take them every Monday. I just inject them into my thigh.
Your butt.
I'm scared.
She's on
I can-
steroids, actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
God.
Saying it's weight loss meds.
I injected into my belly once because they say you can do it 2 inches from your belly button. It hurt. I was like, "Fuck that! I'm
Hell
doing my
no.
thigh."
No, a thigh sounds better. I'd
Yeah,
definitely
if
do it.
Amara can do it, so can you.
God, I feel scared. The first time I did the shot in my thigh too, I was so scared. I was like,
Dude, I hate needles. Yeah.
I just jammed it into my thigh, and then I
man.
didn't even feel it.
Yeah.
Imagine if you were like super allergic to something, though, Alyssa. That'd have to be your life.
I'm just on the floor in the bathroom. I know, God.
What if it was?
I know
reversed?
the people that do the epinephrine. My friend has those, and those needles are huge, dude. They go through denim.
Yeah.
I always feel like whenever I come across like a friend who has that, I need to have it explained to me because I don't know what the fuck. It has like 20 different things that you have to unlock before it goes or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems very like poor design choice, but maybe it's for a purpose.
Yeah, I mean, if you accidentally inject when you don't need it, that's bad. So
I know how to do it because every time I'd go stay the night at Kathleen's house, she and her dad have the same genetic thing where they have to have it. So he's like, I'm like 13, and he's like, okay, so if I'm in here holding my heart and everybody's dead and you're the only one, I was like, what
I like the
scenario
scenario
is this?
already. It's amazing.
Bruce is insane.
killed
He's like,
everybody
then you
else.
gotta go like this, and you gotta jam it in hard. Don't be scared, or then I'll be dead. I'm like, why is this? Okay.
If we're at the blood ritual and everyone's already committed, but
Yes.
someone brought peanuts to the party, this is what you got to do, Alyssa.
Basically, I'm like, okay, let me write this down.
He's just reading it off as he's holding his heart, and then you take off the yellow cap and then twist this compartment.
jam it into the thigh. Yeah, so now I know how to do it because he explained it to me 20 years ago.
yeah, I feel like it might be easier nowadays. I don't know, maybe not.
Yeah.
Yeah, what if it's an inhaler now or some shit?
Yeah,
Oh, it's like Narcan.
yeah.
Right
Yeah,
up
how
your
can
nose.
that work so
Yeah, just up the
efficiently?
nose.
But you need a huge needle for the epinephrine. Whatever.
Yeah, I know.
Whatever.
Hey,
Yeah. Just trying to think.
whatever
Why
works.
through the thigh though? Why through the thigh?
I think it only needs to go into fat, right? Like if it's
Is that
fat
it?
soluble,
I don't know. All I know is
or
that
right into the muscle at least.
they've always said the top of the thigh is like the best place for it to be.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Some things need to go into your blood, but like some things can
Mm-hmm.
go from your muscle or fat to your blood, right? I think maybe I don't know because I know my dad
I
does.
got depressed for a second. It said, "Why are our EpiPens so expensive?" I was like, "Yeah, fuck this."
Well,
fuck the
because of
American
the
health
universal healthcare guy, but we need
yeah, right.
we need Luigi somewhere.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean Luigi
Large
from
muscle,
Mario Bros.
lots of blood vessels. Yeah,
Yeah, large muscle. Like you
yeah,
could,
you're right. You're right.
you could inject it into your butt, but I think the thigh is just like the most. It's the best place to do it.
It's like my dad takes his diabetes medication. I guess it's insulin, and yeah, he just usually goes into his like belly or something, you know.
Yeah.
I think it just needs to, you know, like I said, some things need to go right into your blood, but I think a lot of things can kind of they absorb through just your muscles and fat.
Yeah.
I want to see someone like stab it into their neck.
I know. Why don't they just drink it? They're like, yeah, take a shot.
Yeah, they just break it open like a glow stick, try to like down the shot of.
Down the hatch.
You ruined your nice shirt. Anybody ever see that video? There's like,
yeah. Your good shirt
That's
too.
such a beautiful shirt. And
I would honestly freak out just as much as that kid. Dad. Microwaving that glow
my
stick.
crazy glow stick explodes all over his face, and his dad's like, "What are you doing? That's such a beautiful shirt too."
It's so funny because like the whole video is like pretty much pitch black instead of the glow stick that exploded.
Yeah, it is.
Oh
yeah,
my
I'll have to link that
God,
show.
that's
It'll
funny.
be hilarious.
That's a beautiful shirt.
We definitely gotta link that.
That would piss me off too. It probably was a brand new shirt.
Probably
His mom
it did
thought
look
of me
nice.
ruined
Honestly,
it.
if I'm honest with it, it looked like a nice shirt. It's like he came
Now
back
it's
from like a
now it's
party.
a glow in the dark shirt.
Yeah, now it's
just gotta like you just gotta charge it in the sunlight,
yeah,
and
go
then
to-
now we can take
go
it
to
to
the rave.
raves.
Now it's even more beautiful. Dad.
Dad.
Although the way it exploded probably just looks like a cum shot, so I don't know.
Yeah.
how
Oh,
much
God.
you wanna
Take
rock
it
that
off,
in public.
boy.
It's like an X-Man jerked off onto my shirt.
Gross.
Nah, I bet he gets some street cred if he introduced himself as glow stick kid or boy or some
it's a
shit
famous
on the
shirt now.
streets.
Well,
Glow stick
to me it is.
face.
Dude,
Beautiful
it wasn't
shirt
into
boy.
his eyes. You can see it going into his
Beautiful
eyes.
shirt boy.
Dude,
Dad,
90%
kid.
into his face. Hilarious video.
Is it safe to consume glow stick resin?
Glow stick, poison, a radioactive filling.
Oh my God. I've seen so
Wait.
many kids bite through those things and been like, Mom! 'Cause why are you biting it, you idiot?
It's a kid thing to do. They just put shit in your mouth.
I guess.
I don't know what it is. Like if people are like still like they have like core memories of teething, or they're just so fucking bored. That's what they just think to
Dude.
do.
Yeah, I
Oral
think they just
fixation.
imagine it being just I don't know, just a nice, I don't know, yeah, the way it cracks, I can kind of see how it's like, you cracked it, I can bite it too, right?
Forbidden liquid.
Forbidden, it's the forbidden thing. Oh, dude, I saw some, it was like in the kitchen, and there's, I didn't know what these things were, and they were pie weights, you know, for holding down the crust. I didn't know what they were, and I opened it up and I took one out. And I'm like, "Is this something to eat?" And I literally put it in my mouth.
What it
I
tastes
was,
Mom's like,
like?
damn it!
I was like 90% sure you couldn't eat it, but I was like, but they looked like they were like covered in like a sugar or something. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm just gonna check. It was so funny.
I mean, they
Snack.
probably were, right? Because they're weighing down the pie.
Well, yeah,
right?
I mean, I think they do have some sort of like maybe a coating, or they just look kind of
Not anymore.
Yeah, I know, right? Or maybe I don't know. It's probably not coating, but yeah, I don't know.
you can eat the wax. Don't worry.
They just look appetizing. Okay, they look like frosted donuts. Okay,
That's so funny.
That's fair.
yeah,
That's
like
fair.
little tiny donut holes.
A
Pick
snack.
them out.
I was 90% sure it wasn't, but I thought I'd just embarrass myself and then tell a story about it.
Dude, man. Speaking of like tiny little donuts, man. French Quarters, man.
Oh.
There's a couple of like very just like mom and pop like beignet shops, man. We gotta fucking hit those shit up and at least order 6.
I
'Cause
can't
I'm gonna fucking
wait.
take that thing.
That's gonna be breakfast, dude. Oh my God. First thing. Yeah.
Dude, French Quarters has so much like cool shit. A lot of it's like touristy, so maybe a little upcharge. Maybe we gotta like dig a little deeper for the mom and pop shops that are hole in the walls.
Yeah.
But like everyone, like, well, I don't know everyone, but from what I researched, man, that's where you get the beignets, man.
Okay.
You gotta go to the French Quarter District.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
for
I've been
sure.
there. I just didn't when I was a kid.
Nice. All right, you'll be our guide. You
Yeah,
can navigate
I'll
for.
tell you
Now
what.
remember.
Yeah. I wonder if Sophia Nygaard's ever been to New Orleans. We gotta check the
Dude,
archive.
Oh,
imagine
we
we
should.
catch her doing a video.
Yeah,
like,
I
know.
hey, I did an all-nighter in New Orleans.
I met these
Oh, man.
fans.
That'd be so cool. I am so excited. I will tell you, I'm scared to fly after all the shit that's
Dude,
been going on.
I mean,
what
yeah,
the fuck?
that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna drive because fuck that.
It's so
I'm embracing
scary.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah, you don't have a choice.
the call of the void.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like,
Don't worry, I'll just like put on the Discord. No helicopters during this time of my flight.
To
Thank
be
you.
yeah, right. To be fair, none of these were like commercial airliners, were they? It's always been like this weird medical thing or like some
well,
crazy.
that American Airlines,
yeah, I guess. Well,
that,
they hit
that
the
one.
helicopter, right? Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah,
You think
that
they'll
was.
discount my tickets because of the tragedy?
I know. Well,
I know,
you'd
right?
think, honestly, if this keeps happening, it might. The prices might start going down.
I hope so, but I'm scared. You know how I feel about flying.
To be fair,
So-
if I drive, that's not that much safer. How many fucking car accidents are there every day?
But at least
a
you're the
million.
pilot. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
true.
Well,
Control.
there's other crazy pilots on that
That's
pilot
true.
road.
Yeah, there's other pilots.
Yeah, and then there's helicopters apparently
Yeah.
that get in the way. Jesus.
But that's kind of
Yeah.
like
What if I like transfer to a helicopter from a plane? Do you think they'll let me do that?
Yeah, that's what they were doing.
it's like
Okay.
in this scenario, that's like a motorcyclist. I feel like I'm the car, the airplane, and then the helicopters are the motorcycles, right? Flying everywhere. You don't know where they are, and then all of a sudden you hit them, and then you die. But then again,
just
to be
speed
fair-
up Aqua, just like a deer.
yeah, just go right through.
If it wasn't so damn far, I would drive. But the drive to
know.
Texas was
Bro,
fucking
I don't
insane.
blame him. I mean,
And
yeah.
I'll have the kids. Ugh, yeah,
Maybe I'll
it's-
take another
it's easier to
train.
fly.
Dude, that'd be sick.
Yeah, maybe.
If I could take a train, that would be cool.
Dude, if I could take a train, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
That's
I think,
right,
I think
yeah.
you can, Alyssa. I mean,
Dude.
whether you do or not is fine. But
God, it'd be 89
Dude.
hours before I get there.
I mean, I don't
Right.
know. I mean, the
That'd be fun.
from I mean, 3 days. It probably wouldn't take 3 days. Probably take maybe 2.5 or something.
Maybe.
you,
But I
but
want
still.
my time spent in New Orleans because I'm sure Brandon's going to have to take off work. So
no, I get it. Yeah, that
Yeah.
is- yeah.
God, I fucking hate flying. I just have to. I have Ativan, so I'll be able to take that with me. And I think
how'd you deal with it when you were going to Ireland?
Ativan.
No, just
I
constantly.
didn't.
I didn't. I
She was in the
cried.
fetal position in the aisle.
Yeah, I was scared the whole time. I think I've told you guys before. Like the roughest part was Phoenix to Chicago. We had really fucking.
What's
bad
wrong with Chicago,
turbulence.
huh?
What the fuck?
The turbulence. It was really fucking bad. Really bad. Scary. I cried.
It's not like
I
it's
cried
windy.
and then I
Did
passed
you real?
out. I cried.
You
Yeah,
cried? You passed out.
I did. It was bad because the lady next to me, she's like my mom's age. Because we were like ascending, and it was just woof, woof, woof,
Yeah,
forever.
Classic.
I'd never experienced it, and I looked over at the lady. I was like, "Is this normal?" And she goes, "This is pretty bad turbulence." And I was scared, and I started to cry. She held my hand, and I was just like, "Oh my God," like, and then I passed out because I was just like so scared. And then I woke up later, and she was still holding my hand, and she had fallen
Oh, that's
asleep.
nice.
I was like, yeah, she's awesome. And she's like, it's okay. She's like, that was just really bad turbulence. It's windy, it happens. She's like, it scared me too. And I've flown my whole life. I was like, oh my God.
I don't-
Yeah, and then
I just.
we got to Chicago and they were like, there's tornadoes here. I was like, what?
I mean, there's hardly
Yeah,
ever
but there's
tornadoes in
deep
the
dish,
city.
though.
Yeah.
You know, suck it up, get that pizza.
Get that
I
deep
know.
dish,
I
though.
didn't eat anything. The Chicago airport was fucking cold, man.
So
and
hair?
then, yeah.
Okay.
I was freezing, and I just waited around for the next flight when we were going to Ireland, and I took an Ativan 20 minutes before I boarded. And that was pretty much it. And then the next 8.5 hours, I would kind of like sleep for 20 minutes, wake up, get scared again. Yeah.
Cry, go to
Cry.
sleep again.
Yeah.
To be fair, yeah, I
Hyperventilate.
was gonna say I've taken a handful of flights, including that exact flight. Although I think you went to Dublin, right?
Yeah.
I went to.
Yeah, I went to Dublin.
Yeah, I didn't. I went to the Belfast, but
Oh, nice.
but yeah, I don't even remember. I remember, God, I was so not scared. Like, not to toot my own horn, but like, I mean, I get the
I was brave the
anxiety,
whole
but
time.
like, I didn't even. Whenever I fly, I'm super not bothered at all. I mean, I obviously you have that in the back of your mind. You're kind of like, things go wrong, it's gonna be shitty. But like, I'm usually able to deal with it pretty well. I just remember flying into Ireland and seeing all the like the land below you, and that's so cool because it's a lot, it's very
It's
green
beautiful.
and it's very like grid, like, you know, there's a lot of grid
Squares
of land,
Yeah.
which is like probably how they divide up their land there. And
Yeah.
and yeah, so like that was the coolest part, seeing that land
That
below
calmed
ya.
me.
Yeah,
Once-
and it blew my mind. I was like, holy
Yeah.
Oh my God, civilization.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
no, I was
that
just,
too.
I just thought it was
I'm not
fascinating
over
that
the
it was-
ocean anymore.
I'm like, I'm looking at Ireland. It was so freaky to me in a good way.
Yes. And it was early in the morning. The sun had just come up, and so we could finally see.
the sun hath risen over
Yes.
the mountainside.
Yes, we were top of the morning.
The
We
morning.
were
Did
over.
you see the leprechauns in the at the rainbow?
Yeah, they were
pots
sliding
of
down the
gold?
rainbow.
Yep. I remember seeing that too.
Better start my day.
Yep,
Yeah.
just going over
You
it.
didn't know
Yeah,
that
and it's
happened? Okay, yeah. I guess some people have never
It's-
been to Ireland, but we know. If you
it's
know,
so
you know.
surreal.
Yeah.
If you know, you know.
You look down and you're like, oh my God, like something you've only seen on the internet
Right.
or in books or just talked
Yeah.
about, and you're like, it's fucking right there.
It's
That's
fucking
Ireland.
real.
Oh my God, it's fucking real. Yeah. You land and you're like, and then you hear people talking. You're like, oh my God, where am I, dude? This is crazy. Yeah.
See that I think like that's like that should be like the thought in mind when you're like traveling on plane. It's like the destination's gonna be so sick, dude.
Yes.
When I get there,
That's what
it's
helps.
gonna be awesome, man.
Yeah, like I try not to think about it like, you know, I'm gonna have my kids on the plane. It's their first time flying. I don't want to scare them, and I don't want to be like, oh my God, what if?
Yeah, you gotta be the rock,
Yeah.
man. You
Yeah,
gotta be the
the
rock.
first time we all fly, what if something happens? We're all gone. You know, I
Mm-hmm.
can't think like that. Like I'm gonna be like,
Brad is
this-
probably just gonna be passed out.
oh, of course,
Snore
he's gonna
that.
annoy the shit out of someone, I'm sure, and embarrass me. And
You gonna put him on a different row than you.
yeah, he's going towards the back by the bathrooms. Yeah, I was
Hey,
like,
back's goated for the bathrooms. All right.
shit. I'm like, go back there, and you're not sitting with us. I'll sit in between my girls, but that's it. You know, I'm like, ugh.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I think about. It's like it's gonna be fun for them. It's gonna be a good memory. Like we're gonna have a lot of fun, you know. And then they're excited to see you guys, so they're like, oh, so we're all gonna get to go with mom. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Cool. I'm liking
And
it.
food.
Dude. Food.
I'm so
Oh
excited.
my goodness. So you know the brunch I was mentioning earlier, the one I was like gonna cop all you guys like
Yes.
I
pay
didn't
pay
mean
your
it.
way. So, no, I got you guys. Shit, I'm getting fucking paid to go on vacation. Fuck it.
Hell yeah.
I know,
But
right?
yeah, like it's gonna be on a steamboat,
What?
and then they're gonna serve like all kind of like seafood and stuff like that, like a shit ton like beignets and things like that, and like I was like, oh my gosh, like the fact that I could have like this lobster grit first thing in the morning, eat like this cornbread, and like just have daiquiris for this whole brunch. And mimosas. I'm like so fucking like pumped,
You're
man.
selling this so
Eh.
good. You should be a salesman.
Dude,
You
like
should have been
I
a
got, like I said, I got
travel
you guys.
agent.
I'm so
I
excited.
got
You
you
are a travel
guys
agent,
for
so
that
you're
one,
excited.
I'm
Oh,
super
always.
excited.
Because I'm a hyper control.
Because I love it. I love being able to just drive into town, and then it's just like, oh, we're staying at this place. I just kind of like park the car, and we got days planned for us. It's just like, hell yeah. Like, because,
Yeah, dude,
I like going places, but when I'm doing it alone, I think I've said this before, I do things, but I'm never really planned out, and I'm sure I miss plenty of things. I just kind of go wherever my legs take me,
Right.
but
I
it's
don't
good
know,
to
I
plan
get,
it out
like,
more.
Yeah, I get a lot of like I talk to friends who like to travel alone because they just like to be on their own schedule and they don't want to like wait for people to be done with whatever, and you know they just want to like go out and experience. But like every time I've like I've like chilled out because I'm always the first one at whatever location we're going. I'm always gonna be the first one, so I'm always like chilling. I'm having like a decent time, but not as good of a time as I could be having with like friends and things like that. You know?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Like in Vegas, I had went to one of the Fat Tuesdays. Was just rocking the promenade. I was having like a fun time. It was like, oh my god, like I'm in Vegas. Like after like only being got to go like when I was like 7 or 8.
Right.
And this is like fun. Like I can finally drink and like just do my own thing. I have like money in my pocket, although not as much as I wanted to when I was over there. But yeah, I was like chilling. But I was like, it would be cool if I was just like shooting the shit with Aqua and we're just like people watching, talking shit about certain people, just like drinking our drinks or just like laughing about some weird joke with Alyssa. This would be like way better with like friends,
Yeah.
I mean, I know I run like a semi-tight schedule, like we gotta be out like from whatever place we're staying.
Yeah.
'Cause I feel like we're like just like burning daylight. But for the most part, like especially if you guys come down here for a trip, right? Like I have so much things to do, but if you guys just want to like fuck around and like take a nap on the beach and that'll be our whole day, like I'm down to do that. Then we can go to like some place to like eat dinner afterwards.
It's like there's a middle ground where it's like I don't like when things are like we have to be doing this at this time today because that's the only time it happens and we have to be there. But like, and it's like okay, and that could be okay, but like I like going to things where it's not necessarily like where it's going on kind of all day. Like oh yeah, this like steamboat leaves every hour or whatever, or something. You know what I mean? And that's kind of one of those things where it's like okay, then we can get there when we get there, and do this thing without it being like. If we miss it, we're fucked for the day.
Right.
Yeah.
Not that
I like
can't be all right, but yeah.
Somewhat laid back. Like, I think I got up like a little bit after Legion because he was just sitting in his bed, like, come on, like, all right. So I get up and get dressed and stuff. But this time around, like, I'm a bit healthier and I have more energy. So
you got the stamina now.
I've got the stamina. Yeah. So I think I'll be all right. Like, and plus the kids will be there, and they're gonna be up and at 'em. They're gonna want to get out the door.
If you guys do not wake up in time, I will take Hattie and Amara to go get breakfast, and we're just gonna have a fun time without you.
And they'll be all okay. We've got our phones, whatever. Me and Aqua will be like, well, just give us a minute, all right?
Sleeping.
It's like there's Cajun breakfast burritos. Let's go, Amara.
Yeah, that might. Yeah, I'm like, wait, hold on.
Hold up there.
Let me just get shoes on.
Yeah, I don't need to gussy up. I'm a dude.
Yeah,
that is true.
Splash some water.
Splash some water. Like change like 2 garments. And then, like, I'm just ready to go out the door, basically.
Yeah.
Shit, I'll be wearing minimal makeup. It's all going to sweat off of me anyway.
You just say, hey, this is my new minimal makeup look.
Yeah.
I realized I got to, like, actually plan outfits. Not just to only look nice, but also sweat stains. Ooh. For sure.
Nothing
sweat
white.
Stains. Nothing white, nothing gray.
Nothing gray. Yeah, just, dark colors, I guess. That's what I wear anyway.
There you go, Alyssa.
Yeah. Oh no, I guess this is the perfect trip for me.
Unless the sun's really bad. Yeah, I'm trying to. There's like
shit. I need to get a tan. I'm gonna be wearing shorts.
No, you will get one over there.
I just burn, so I have to do a fake tan because I just burn and peel now. I have vampire skin.
Get that SPF.
We just gotta get you on like that 100 SPF and like double coat.
Oh, I've got some. It's coming with. I'm getting 100 SPF.
I'm pretty similar.
Oh, and I found out I have rosacea. What the fuck?
Dude, I bet I have something like that too.
I think you do. Because like you have fair skin like I do, but this cream that I got is made a huge difference. I got it from the dermatologist. I put it on. My skin's so like moisturized now. It doesn't burn. I'm like, this whole time. I think would have gone on so much smoother.
I feel like I do use lotions that I feel like do a good job. I just usually too lazy to put them on. But yeah, like
yeah, you gotta be consistent with it. It's the only way it works.
Yeah, no, but I do find even just normal lotions pretty soothing, and it usually takes that right away. So I might have just like a mild rosacea type thing.
My mom, she gets a cream from Walmart. It's called Vanna Cream. You should use that. It takes care of hers. Yeah.
Put it in the show notes. Everybody listening.
Put it in the
Banana
show
cream,
notes.
everyone. You don't need
Here's
a
my
prescription.
affiliate link. If you want to
Yeah,
buy
put
through
it-
my
put it-
Amazon link, you can buy the Vanna cream.
Today's episode brought to you by Vanna Cream. Use it
Yeah.
today.
Yep.
Yeah, we're for sure gonna get tan. Just be ready.
Found me.
Oh, you're gonna be so brown. We're gonna actually be
It's
able to tell how Filipino you are finally.
Oh yeah.
You might get
yeah.
deported.
Actually,
Yeah, you're gonna get deported.
back to Hawaii with you. That
Yep.
is your punishment.
Oh man,
I
I wish I
mean-
could tan.
You can. Yeah, just it's a process.
I just
Yeah.
burn.
We just gotta be more careful with the more sensitive skin types.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do a little spray tan and call it good.
Yeah.
'Cause my dermatologist would probably not like it if I tried to get a natural
I
tan.
don't blame you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't seem worth the risk.
Yeah, cause not like I know we talked about like doing like some speedboat tours, through Gator Country and stuff like that.
those with the-
like
with the,
some
like,
fun.
the Wind.
The fan boat.
The fan boat. That
Yeah, with
sounds
the fan
so
boat
cool.
and
Yeah.
the Bayou Billies and all that. They're like, yeah, I'll tell you about this.
I'm so excited.
Can we-
I,
Can we cash
How are you
in?
guys with like boats in general?
Oh,
I'm fine.
Like, do you get a little seasick?
No,
no.
I don't get motion sickness.
Okay, good.
I've been on some crazy.
'cause-
One time we were trying to do the Painted Rocks tour, wherever that is. I can't even remember where that is right now. And like,
Look that up.
and my mom was so sick, but me and my dad were like, we're
Aw.
fine. She gets really bad motion sickness, but me and my dad have zero. And,
Is
yeah,
it a
and-
Michigan tour?
what?
Is it a Michigan tour?
Oh yeah,
or-
Michigan, yeah. And what was I gonna say? Yeah. So and my mom was complaining because like there was like exhaust coming out, and and it was just
yeah.
like so some of the exhaust was kind of getting, but me and my dad were just completely fine. And it's just like it's just one of those things. For whatever reason our inner ear doesn't get weird like that.
Yeah, that's good.
No, I know. I'm very
I
grateful
don't
for
think
that.
I don't think my kids have been on a boat.
Uh-oh.
Like
Oh,
they've
they-
gone
Yeah.
tubing down the river, like real slow
Right.
and stuff, like in my lap.
Okay.
They've been on a paddle boat in a pond, but not like a real boat.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of mind blowing.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll test the week from the shore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you need for that? There's some motion sickness pill you can
Dramamine.
take.
Dramamine,
right.
yeah. Some
Yeah.
people take it for planes, and other people, for boat rides
Mm-hmm.
and things like that.
Yeah.
Or if you're about that amusement park life, people take it for rides.
Yeah.
I've taken it before when I had a medicine that made me nauseous and dizzy, and I took it for that, and it helped. So I'll probably bring some. I'm gonna have a plethora of medicine with me.
Drug runner.
Yeah,
She'll be our.
I got it.
She'll be our
Just open her coat.
Alyssa.
Yep.
Alyssa the plug, baby.
Yeah, I'm
Those are the
telling
plug.
you, I have everything because I get headaches and all kinds of stuff. And well, you know what? I might take them on a boat soon because my birthday's in a couple weeks. It's on the 12th. And I'm thinking about taking the kids to Alcatraz because I've never been.
That'd be cool.
Okay.
So there's obviously you have to take a ferry over to the island. So
Right.
we'll see how they do.
First, you got to commit a
on that.
crime, and then you got to get sentenced.
Yes,
And
of
you get there for
course.
free.
Yeah, free.
Yeah.
Well, come on.
Yeah, you just don't get to come back.
we'll stay. We'll keep you there.
Except for that one
Oh,
guy who
man.
apparently made it or something. I don't even know.
Two of them, I think.
Wow, look at that.
I
The real
know.
OGs, man.
We were just in San Francisco. When was it? Not. It was like a week ago, and for Hattie's field trip to the Academy of Sciences. I've been there once before. It was really cool though. I went back. I took my mom and Amara, and then Amara's friend, and I did one thing that I didn't do before. I did the earthquake simulator.
Oh,
It's crazy, like because it shows you like the strength and the duration of
Yeah,
the earthquake.
magnitude, right?
Yeah, the magnitude of the 1981 or 1989 earthquake when the Bay Bridge collapsed. It does that, and then it did the one from 19 whenever, the big earthquake that shook the whole city for like 90 seconds and all the fires started. Holy shit. Like I did it without holding on to anything, and man, it
keep doing
didn't
that
feel
movement.
like it was
Keep
gonna
doing
end.
that.
I know, right? But can you imagine?
Clip it,
And it was
chat.
early in the morning. It was like 5 in the morning. So like people were like still sleeping or getting up for work, and they're like fucking shaking. That was crazy, dude.
Dude, no, that would be wild because I've
I
never really
know.
felt an earthquake. I mean, unless you talk about like tiny little ones. Mm-hmm. And that
Yeah.
would be mind blowing to me because I'm assuming you've at least felt a few.
Yes, I have. Yeah, and
Real
the
ones.
only time I've felt them, I've been laying down. Like it's always been, I've been in bed and I felt it. And
It says a lot about you.
kind of don't. I know. Right?
You're always in bed.
I'm
huh?
always in
So,
bed. Yeah, and like you feel it, and you go, "What the hell's going on?" And like I'll look over, like, is that an earthquake? And then I see my fish tank kind of moving. I'm like, "Oh fuck, it was."
Is that
Yeah.
an earthquake?
Was that an earthquake? I know it's always people on Nextdoor and on Facebook going, "Earthquake?" Question mark.
Every night, probably.
Yeah, and then you wait for the news.
Guys, was there an earthquake today? Like, it
They
was-
just have an emote for it.
right,
Yeah.
No,
that was really
Eleanor,
cool.
it wasn't an earthquake. Go back to sleep.
I know.
Did I tell you guys I experienced an earthquake? Surprisingly.
Ooh.
In Hawaii?
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, there's at least like seismic activity down there. But yeah, do tell.
Yeah. My only earthquake. So I'm pretty sure this was like in middle school because I was also in bed.
See?
And it was like a Saturday, and I was like, I'm just gonna wake up at 11 a.m. And then I forgot. I don't think I had a cell phone at the time. But my mom got an alert, like emergency alert, like and it was like ringing. I was like, maybe it's a flash flood warning. You know, it doesn't matter to me because I live on the mountains. And then like a couple of seconds later, just like
Ooh.
it wasn't like massive. It was just a minor one. But at the time, it felt like everything was like going crazy, but like nothing like fell over or anything like that. But it was
That's
like
good.
shaking. And then, it was so funny. I was like, "Whoa!" Like I was still trying to process it because I just like woke up and I can hear like the emergency alert in the other room.
Mm-hmm.
My mom walks into my room and is like, "What are you doing in here?" I was like, "What the fuck you mean?
What am I
It's the
supposed to
whole-
do?
Like, what? Yeah,
It's the whole house. What do you
Did you
mean?"
jump around like on your bed?
It's like, yeah, you're just punching the wall. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's happening at the whole house.
Yes, the earthquake was located only in Legion's bedroom that day. Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Sorry, Mom.
That's funny. I bet you. Yeah, I could see that though. Like your first thought's never an earthquake, at least for me.
Yeah.
But like,
It-
if-
it
Especially not
never
in
is.
Hawaii.
yeah,
Like, what
yeah,
the
yeah.
fuck?
I mean,
I bet it made the waves crazy over there, though.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure all like the crazy surfer guys were like, "Fuck yeah,
Yeah.
tsunami.
that shit right now. Just wax my board. Let's go."
I know.
But yeah, it turned out that Kilauea was erupting like in a massive scale,
Oh.
enough to like actually like shake like islands over. Like, cause I'm 2 islands away from where Kilauea is, and it's still
Okay.
like traveled and shook.
That's
the whole
crazy.
thing.
I mean, because yeah, I've heard that
Holy
Hawaii.
shit.
Yeah, I mean, you get new island all the time. There's always
One's forming right now.
Yeah,
I
they're-
mean,
they're
it
always
won't be up by the time we're still alive, but
Right.
it's there.
Yeah.
So
I mean, because you
the
basically
seafloor.
live on a mountain range just in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, like the way it's explained to me, according to all my classes and a couple trips to the museum, it's just like a constant hot spot that as as the years pass on, it just slowly drifts, right?
yeah.
It's just that
Oh,
every
right.
now and then that hot spot, like, which would be like normally just an underwater volcano, a massive one, would just be more active than usual. So like every time like it activates, like it'll like of course produce some rock on top, and then that's how you get islands. But every hundreds of years, it'll like shift again, right?
Right.
And then it'll be in a new location, and then another island will form.
Yeah. Yeah.
that's how
it's
it's
an
explained to me
underlying
anyway.
hotspot. Yeah. That is.
Then there'll be a Dollar General there.
And then they put a Starbucks, and the whole place gone to shit.
God. How crazy, though. I think that would be one of my worst fears, like living in Hawaii as a kid. Like, even though you're far from Kilauea, I'd still be like, it's going to get me.
Yeah, I could see as a
We're
kid
goners.
just imagining like large spouts of lava like coming right at me like a flood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The people
It's
that
funny,
live
I-
around it, dude. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
yeah, and their houses get fucked, and then they're like giga fucked because, like they can't sell off the land. Who's gonna fucking buy that shit?
No
they're paying taxes and rent on land they can't even live on because it's covered in volcanic rock basically.
I mean,
it's like hi.
There's other places.
I always wondered, right. I've always wondered if I was rich enough, could I like have like lava deterrent and just buy that property? Because it's got to be like what, buying that property like $1,000, $2,000 now?
Yeah, you would
for like
think.
a good acre of land.
Mhm.
If I could just like
Just a
find a
bunch
way
of
to
sandbags.
lava proof this.
Just put
Good,
a
good.
lid over the volcano.
Just throw some
Obviously.
ice into there, okay?
Yeah.
Cool
It'll
that
stop.
shit off.
I know.
That's
cool
one
it
of
down.
that's one of my favorite. Like, I don't know if it was like a trolling post or whatever, but like way back in the day, it's like, why don't we just put cement inside the volcano?
Yeah. Hello. It'll
And someone was
stop.
like, do you know how like volcanoes work and how like rock
Yeah,
gets like
like,
just erupted
yeah,
out of the
The
It's
melted
like
rock.
a big hot tub.
Yeah. The melted rock will definitely be stopped by the rock.
by the other rock,
It's like-
by the cemented rock.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
like, yeah. It reminds me. Was it Futurama where they just put like a gigantic ice cube in the sea and the ocean? They're like,
Yeah.
we've been keeping it at bay, climate change at bay, with these large
Fixed.
ice cubes.
It's proven it'll work, guys. It'll work.
I mean, in theoretically, I
mean-
guess it kind of could, but it was a funny visual.
That island is so beautiful. It's the biggest island, hence our nickname for it, Big Island. Technically, that is what you would call Hawaii. That island with Kilauea on it, but that island is like so like, well, massive compared to this one, and it's got like so many countrysides. It's just that it's funny looking at Google Maps and seeing like a straight line come from the volcano to like, just like a blank spot of where like addresses and streets used to be, and just like a straight line coming down through it.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
It's just like the void, right? Like nothing exists on this line
Can't be.
because it
Whoa.
can't.
Because it's always
I'm gonna
like
look it up.
in flux. Yeah, I guess I see what you're saying. Because that's the big island with Honolulu, right?
No, I live on the island with Honolulu.
Oh.
Yeah, that would be what you would call officially Hawaii.
Yeah.
Would be the big island. Yeah.
Okay, right. Yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah, but yeah, that is interesting. I never really thought to look at that, but yeah, I see what you're saying. Huh.
Mm-hmm.
I know. Now I want to look at it. Satellite photos.
I need to.
Yeah, look
study
on
away.
satellite. On Google Maps, they'll just tell you it's there, but when you drive there, it's like, well, there's a massive rock wall where the road should be.
like, looks like we could set up camp right here. Nobody's here.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's
that's
like
where a
in
lot of
Arroyo,
people go to
right?
retire too. Yeah.
Like never set up camp in a dry riverbed because you might just get
Right.
flooded out of it.
Yes, exactly.
Or a molten rock bed.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Just
People are crazy when they walk on the black parts, and you could like literally break through crust and just be touching hot lava. I'm like, why do people go out there and do that
It is.
shit?
It's so scary. I know. I think it's like I think it's from like you say childhood where you think the ground when you play the ground is lava. But Hawaiian children literally play that.
yeah, that's just part of the school curriculum.
That's your way to school. That's what you need to tell your grandkids. I walked over barely hardened lava to go to school every day, both ways.
Yeah, me and my lava boat.
Yeah, I paddled so far. It was made of
I
of
carried
wrought
a jug
iron.
of water with me just in case.
Yes.
The ore was made of wrought iron. It weighed 200 pounds.
My ice cube shoes.
It's so funny how like I don't know, maybe you guys would find this more impressive, but like holding like volcanic rock in your hand, cool down, of course.
Yeah,
Like
yes.
a cool like souvenir thing. It's funny how that doesn't like mean shit to me, but maybe you guys
mean,
would find it more like fascinating
I
to
think
like
it's
hold like
cool.
Yeah,
like
probably,
volcanic
I'd
rock.
probably be pretty fascinated by like new rock. Like I don't know, everything's so old around here. You know what I mean?
I like
Everything's
the glass.
Yeah,
The black
everything's-
glass.
Yeah,
Yeah, it kind of looks like
or whatever.
obsidian sometimes. Yeah.
And
I
it's,
like it.
Yeah, everything's just a boring old gray rock around here. It would be cool to have a little variety.
Yeah. So it is cool. Legion.
Yeah, it is. Cool.
is that what I should bring instead of like candies? and,
No,
treats?
no.
Is a volcanic rock?
No
Y'all wanna
one said
take that
that.
home with you?
Unless the volcano's making candy.
Big Rock Candy Mountain.
Yes.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
just don't make sure it isn't cursed. Like was it the Brady Bunch? They took a some sort of thing from Hawaii and they got like cursed, didn't they?
Yeah, they had like a totem or
Yeah.
an idol or something.
Aren't you not?
Yeah, don't bring us anything cursed.
Yeah. Aren't you not supposed to? Like, wouldn't customs have something to do with that? Or if you're a native, can you take things out of Hawaii that tourists can't?
Right.
I think the rule of thumb is it can't be anything that was or is organic.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So you can take all the
think
rocks you want. Good. I'm taking
Yeah,
all.
you can take rocks, but I think they get like kind of like angry at you if it was like a seashell.
Right, because like if everybody
Oh,
took
yeah.
if everybody took a rock from Hawaii that ever came there, you'd
They'd
have
be
no
like, where are all the
rocks.
Homer tribes gonna live now?
Yeah, you'd be in the ocean. You'd be swimming.
That's so
Yeah.
funny. My grandma took so many shells from Aruba and flew them back to me. I was like, wow, these are cool.
Kokomoko.
Wow.
Yeah. I was like, oh, okay. I
good.
can't wait.
Right. Oh yeah, like this is gonna be super sick. I mean, I'm already trying to figure out what like the good ghost tours are gonna be.
Yes.
Dude.
Oh yeah, we need to take.
Although like we can't make them too late because then by then I'll probably have like a couple shots in me. and
well-
then I'd get lost
Wait,
on the ghost
there's-
tour.
No, there's got to be ghost tours that end in a bar hop or whatever, or like ghost tours that
Oh,
that,
yeah.
that end in like, and then we're gonna be at the, Miss something's I don't know, just like some crazy.
Miss Patria's cage.
Yeah, like some psychic / bar. I bet those exist, right? A voodoo shop / bar. Oh,
You tell me what drink I'm gonna order. How about
yeah,
that?
yeah, exactly.
What do I want?
It just seems something New Orleans. Yeah, just like a ghost tour ending in like a spooky bar somewhere. This bar's been
Yeah.
around since, and then it's gonna be like there's rumors of a voodoo zombie wandering around the bar.
Voodoo zombie.
Yeah. Oh, no. And then some
Yeah,
guy comes
I
out.
You guys be
with a
like
zombie.
mad if there was like a bar that they jump scare you sometimes.
Yes,
That would be
I like
alright.
that. Yeah, that's good.
Join my
Spaghetti.
daiquiri and like some dude in like a skeleton mask.
Good idea, because then you'd spill your drink and then you'd have to order another one.
Yeah.
that's
I'm gonna start
the
this.
plan.
All right.
Yeah, it'll-
Start this business model.
It'll be interesting too because like I'll have the kids with me, so I'm like I'll have to, it'll be good that we're staying at a hotel this time. That way, when we do go out, they will be at the hotel and I
the
won't have
boys
to,
will just head out.
yeah, the boys will
mean,
hang
The
out.
women can
Yeah,
stay
we
behind.
can
Look at
handle
the
that
kids.
when we get there.
They'll be fine.
Yeah.
I'll feel better about them being in a hotel than being like at an Airbnb in
Yeah.
a neighborhood. So it'll be all right.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I don't know. We'll try. I'm trying not to break the bank at the hotel, but maybe if there's like some like at least fun thing to do at the hotel,
I mean,
if you
yeah.
have to like stay there for a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That'd be
Plus,
good.
they'll have their iPads and things like that, watching movies. Like they'll be okay.
Yeah, there's a couple like they have like such like French Louisiana names for some of these like the Commander's Inn and things like that, and
Ooh.
like the Bayside
Lucille.
like Boardwalk hotel and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there's like a couple of pretty decently priced ones with a pool in it. So at the very
Oh, yeah.
least, that would be like a good option. At least.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Especially
I'm
if we're all like partied out after I don't know like after like a Wednesday night or some shit because we had too much to drink to just lounge there, till the noon time and then maybe go out from there. And so
Yeah.
in my head though, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah. They're gonna have so much fun. Yeah. And then I can't wait to go see the cemeteries, and both my kids are into spooky shit, so they're like,
Yeah.
right, we're finally gonna get to go down there and check out all the stuff we've been reading about
Right.
forever. Yeah. I'm super
And
excited.
maybe Smile 3 will come out by then, and we get to
Oh,
watch that Aqua.
Jesus.
yeah. Well, that'd be fine. Whatever. I still need to see Smile 2, I guess. I also miss the important plot points.
Yeah, very important plot
The
points.
one, the one where that one guy smiles at the other guy. Oh,
Ah!
very, very creepy,
creepily.
like smile.
I don't know. There's some good. I mean, I'm down for some bad horror movies.
Yeah, the Wolfman's supposed to be coming out. I want to see that.
There you go.
Yeah. I saw Nosferatu with Amara. It was good. I really liked it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I finally watched Heretic. I love that movie. That was really good.
Oh, I never saw it.
The one
with Hugh Grant.
Hugh Grant. Yeah.
I do want to see
I
it.
love see it because I've watched him in romantic comedies for years.
Bridget
Jones.
Jones.
Yeah, it was cool to see him in like a crazy role. I was like, this is awesome. I love it.
I feel like he's perfect for that.
Right? Because he just has that face. You're like, well, maybe it's because I'm like psyoped because I've just watched him in so much of those movies. But I just have like, I can trust you with my life.
That's been his plan this whole time.
Yeah. He's secretly the character who plays in Heretic.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. But yeah, I'm also like finding some like cool like lounge spots. Like I really do want to do a lot of activities. But then I was like, what would be like a cool place to like chill? And then I was like looking at the Garden District, and they have like a huge ass park.
Yeah.
And then they have like several stands we can just picnic.
Yeah.
For, like,
from what I remember,
for a bit.
From what I remember being there, they do. It's nicely laid out where there's just like streets with bars, and then in between there's like a park or like like you say like a cemetery or something like interspersed.
Let's do picnic in the cemetery.
Yeah, right, yeah. And it's like, yeah, so it's pretty nicely. I don't know how super friendly it is, like for like walking, or if we definitely need like a car for like all of it, or maybe just sometimes. I don't really know, to be honest.
We'll get the scooters out.
Yeah,
Scooters.
This time my phone might actually
so much.
work.
I want to buy my own.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Do you have a new phone?
Yeah,
finally?
my phone was new when we went to Vegas, even, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just the bike. I'm not the bikes. The scooters just being fucky. Like
That was the only
always,
time I've ever seen. No, that was the first time I've seen Aqua get frustrated. The second time was the roller coaster in wherever that was.
San Diego.
Yeah, in Belmont Park.
Belmont Park.
I was frustrated with the phone. I mean, the roller coaster.
You were like actually frustrated there.
Yeah. The roller coaster was like, oh, that's embarrassing. I mean, whatever. But
but the phone one, you were like, God damn it,
Yeah, it was really.
get
I
it
was
to
pissed.
charge. I was like, oh.
He did the Ryan Gosling. God
He was.
I know. Yeah. I definitely remember that. Yeah, it was basically like, because it's like, I get that it's just like each one, the phone, the wire, and even the charger were probably all kind of like halfway busted. Like, so like it all like combined to be like, oh, that sucks. And it's like, and it was funny, and it wasn't even that. It was that like I almost made it the whole way, and then it was like, and then right at the last second, it was like shut down, can't get it working again. And I'm just
Right,
like,
and you didn't know if you were being charged while we were waiting.
Exactly.
And I was
That
like,
too.
oh no.
Yeah. No, that was funny.
Meanwhile, Amara and Alyssa.
It should be a lot. Oh yeah, and then I'm just like, Alyssa, can you just pick me up from over here, for God's sake? Yeah. And then, but
She was on a mission. She was dodging civilians.
Yeah, dude,
she
she
was
was-
going
she
up to
killed
the
like
art
3 people.
installation.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
Yeah, she roadkilled people.
Yeah, I will definitely. It'll definitely be better this time if we have to do scooters. I promise.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'm like down to eat like for a full day, and if we're just in the French Quarters, dude, we're just like walking a block maybe for like shit we want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll find something to do, you know? It'll be cool.
Dude, I'm like so. I know we keep saying I'm super excited, but
Oh my
like,
God.
Wow.
Somebody knocked something
Alyssa's
over.
getting robbed.
Yeah.
I know.
By a cat.
Yeah, I know we say we're super excited, but shoot, man, I feel like there should be mandatory that I go on vacation once a year, and
Yeah.
I didn't get to go last year, and I was like super sad about it because I just wanted like a little mental break and also to be able to experience like new things.
Ideally, everybody would get that. It's unfortunate. A lot of people can't do that.
Yeah, it's just like me and like even like a staycation would have been kind of cool, but I'd even
I mean,
get a chance to do that, just be a bum on the beach for like a week.
yeah.
Yeah. I can't wait. I'm just so excited because, like, I'll be done with school. I don't have to go to work right away. Like, it's going to be probably my last, like, real vacation with my kids. So it'll be a really fun memory for everybody. Because after that, I go into work. It's going to be fucking...
Well, you'll have opportunities, I'm sure, to take a break. I hope, for your sake.
Yeah. I won't have an entire summer. Sorry, Legion, you're going to have to edit out the cats knocking shit over. They're going nuts.
It's charming.
God, dude.
We're going to put it in the show notes, actually. We're going to timestamp it like we did for
when the
Mothman.
cats destroy her room.
Yeah, when they want out, they get up on my dresser and they just start knocking shit down. I'm like, oh my God. Yeah, they're insane.
They're throwing a fit. They're like, she's trapped us in here.
Yeah, well, they
we
hear
are
about
her
me.
Prisoners.
They hear about me going on vacation again. They're like, no.
No, they love their mommy.
The last time I left, they were not fucking happy at all.
Yeah, animals rarely are.
Well, I guess we have to bring your cats.
Bring
to
them on.
Oh, God. Cost me $1 million. Yeah, I got to figure out who's going to come stay with my cats and my dogs while I'm gone. That's the hardest thing about traveling, too, is...
Yeah, pet sitting.
Pet sitting.
And house sitting in general.
And house sitting, yeah. I have to figure out... Like, last time my friend Megan came and stayed and took care of all my animals and stuff, but I know it's tough for her because she's got shit going on, too. Holly has her own stuff going on, so... I'm hoping that Amara's boyfriend, his sister, will come and stay here, you know, with the cats every day and the dogs. Because when we're out, it's going to be summertime and it's going to be 8,000 degrees. So I worry about my dog.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll be putting what's it called, the electrolytes in our alcohol to keep us hydrated.
Ooh,
Yeah, I'm
Gatorade
like,
soda.
We'll do the
thinking
thing we
about my
did at
dogs.
TwitchCon, first TwitchCon, San Diego, where we got that G Fuel thing from all our Twitch goodies, and Aqua put it in his beer.
I don't know. I just wanted to try it.
How'd it taste?
It wasn't that good. Pee
It was
bad.
gross. Oh man, it's too bad Amara's not 21, so she could actually experience like Bourbon Street. You know?
Day, yeah.
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 Yeah,
We'll have to
One
plan
day
something
we'll go back.
in 20.
Well,
20,
by then, hopefully,
30.
she pays for her own way, and then it'd be a
Yeah.
lot easier for
She
you.
can pay for all of us. She'll have that big of a job, I'm sure.
Yeah, she'll buy the first round.
Yeah.
Yeah. I asked her what she wanted to do for her 21st birthday, and she said Las Vegas. So.
Okay, well.
Vegas,
The
baby.
return to Las Vegas. I'm down.
Yes.
Sure, I'm down. If she
Hell
wants to
yeah.
invite like some of the extended friend groups.
Of course she would. That would, because we'd make it fun. Because we'd be like, "Oh, this is what we're gonna do," you know.
Right.
We should go see a Cirque du Soleil and fucking get hammered. That'd be fun.
Yeah, we know more. We know not to waste our time with the mermaids or that one aquarium.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
Well, I'll just be like, okay, where's the best spa that Vegas has to offer? Let's go there and just be dead for 3 hours as we're getting massages and getting all this relaxing treatment.
That would be so good.
you-
It would be really cool.
Did you memorize the schedule for that Cirque du Soleil? Because we went there and it was like not on random Tuesdays or something. It was like, what?
I know. I
I
wanted
have
to go
the
see a
schedule
show.
memorized for Excalibur.
Oh, guys. Dude, I wanted, yeah.
It's Thursday, Friday, only from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Dude, I've never been to medieval times, and I want to go so bad.
That's bizarre to me.
Yeah.
I've been like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, that was supposed to be my shot to experience like a somewhat like medieval times.
Right?
That's
Was
crazy.
me and Aqua were gonna go to Excalibur to see the night show because it was going to go on late, but then we missed our cutoff. It's fine. It turned out really great because we went to go see the burlesque show,
Yeah, that
the
was
zombie
fun.
burlesque show.
Oh, the zombie
that shit
burlesque.
was fucking amazing. I fucking love that shit. I still
Yeah.
think about that show sometimes.
So glad you
I
didn't pick
remember
on
you
me.
sending me videos. I think I was in class, and you were sending them to me. I was like, damn it. Stupid Brandon. Had to go home.
The only thing we couldn't do during the show is that they didn't pass enough Jello shots around.
Oh, yeah,
And
that's
me and
right.
Aqua
Yeah.
missed
It
out.
was like,
That
what the
damn
fuck?
kid.
I don't know. I feel like we're in the same row as those people that were mad at him because they didn't appreciate it and they like stole all their Jello shots. I don't know. That was my theory. At
Oh
least.
yeah, because the host was kind of like, you just gotta go. He's picking up some targets in the
Yeah,
crowd,
I'm so glad I
right?
didn't pick on it, me
And
or,
like
or
sniping
us.
them.
But yeah, there was like a couple.
I would
and they were
have
not,
laughed.
They
I would have been
not participating
funny.
very much. And then he
Yeah.
like passed the Jello shots down, and we never got any.
We should have fucking stole that shit. We should have like reserved 2 and then pressed the rest down and be like, I don't fucking know.
Oh, I know, yeah, because we passed them down. Yeah, that was stupid of us.
Shoot.
Actually, you know what? It might have been for a good cause. I think the birthday boy was in our row.
Yeah.
So
Oh, right.
we were
Yeah.
like,
It was. Yeah, and it was one
Declan.
shot. It was fine.
Declan.
It's like that wouldn't have. I wouldn't even have felt it.
Yeah, sure. Because then we went to Fat Tuesdays afterwards.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have made a difference.
I'm gonna let this cat out. Hold on.
Yeah, for sure. But oh man, yeah, like that's maybe what we should find in New Orleans as well. Is like maybe like some cool like shows we can.
I mean, I'm
go,
sure
like sit down and watch.
Damn, aren't they even more? No, like isn't burlesque or is it burlesque or there's something? I mean, they have the Mardi Gras kind of like shows. I don't know if that's kind of
Yeah.
something they do like a lot.
Right, because if it exists, I'll find it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if Mara and Hattie could get into one of those
Right.
things.
Well, they could.
But
be
you,
something we
me,
do
Brandon,
later.
Alyssa, we can
Yeah.
like do like go to the bar, chill out a little bit, then head to the show.
Yeah, I mean, we can definitely figure something out. But yeah. Because it's like I think they go pretty hard and they don't close too early in New Orleans. So there's all sorts of
Oh,
things
yeah.
we could do.
And it'll be summertime shit. They'll be open forever.
Oh yeah, there'll be crazy
Yeah.
like events going on and all that.
You have to see what times the bar closes because I know like in Chicago it's like what
Probably at 4 a.m.
Yeah, and in
I know,
Chicago
right,
it's like
Todd?
3 a.m. or something.
I'm excited. I need it. I want to buy outfits, but I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna weigh by then.
Yeah,
so
you don't
I'm
know
like,
what you're-
I have to wait.
Yeah. Well.
The tightest fitting things.
Whoa.
Spandex.
Brrr.
I know. Let me see your guns, Legion. You're peeking them out earlier.
Let's see,
Smith and
probably
Wesson.
not as good because
Thunder and lightning.
what's it called? Yeah, here it's better.
I need to get on
there.
that level. Thigh wise. I want to crack
I wish
a
I could show
watermelon.
you. Dude, I can flex my thighs. It's kind of crazy.
Really? How do you do that? Do you have to like clench your butt to do it?
No, you just like you're stretching your toes out like when you're waking up in the morning.
Oh,
you just like
okay.
you like hyperextend your like toes,
Oh,
point them up
okay.
a little bit.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah,
you can kind of see like the ridge of like,
Like,
your
point
quads
'em-
and things like that.
Ooh.
This way, like towards you.
Yeah,
Oh,
point them
okay,
up.
I feel it.
You
Oh,
feel
okay.
it?
Yeah, I feel
try
it.
to do that like 10 times and see how like your thighs feel.
God, that's crazy. But my mom's like, you need to do donkey kicks to like work out my
Whoa.
butt. I'm like, I don't even know what that means.
I think.
Oh,
I
it's
can
basically.
imagine.
I think you mentioned that, like the pulley machine, basically. Those are the donkey kicks, the weighted
Oh,
kickbacks.
okay.
Yeah, that's what she's talking about.
Interesting.
Donkey kicks. I'm like, donkey kicks?
Yeah,
my
that's how you
God.
get a fucking ass.
Sounds
That's
I
what we're
need
doing.
one.
More like ass. You need an ass kick.
Yeah, I do need a kick in the ass to go to the gym to do my ass kicks. I'm telling you.
Dude, I'm so sad. I think I'm gonna have to like work out in the morning now.
Yeah.
I'm just too busy at nighttime, so I just gotta show up to work like 2 hours early and then hit the gym and then start work and then there's just
Yeah.
too much stuff going on at nighttime for me
It's
to
true.
actually to do stuff.
I know, it really is. And honestly, that's what I'm going to have to do too in the mornings because Mondays and Tuesdays I work, and then Wednesdays and Thursday I have class, but not until 6 p.m. So, but I'm like, okay, take the kids to school, come back, and I'm like, I just want a nap. You know, because
Yeah, I
those
just
are
want
my
like a
days off.
break. I don't want-
Yes. I don't want to do anything before I go to school, but I need to just fucking go to the gym and just hammer it out for like an hour and then come back and chill, you know?
Yeah, you don't actually even have to like go that long. Like I get like annoyed at everything if I'm there like 2 hours. I just get
Yeah.
like just kind of pissy at everything.
Mm-hmm.
But like as long as you kind of like find like a regimen that's pretty good, like I will do a bike for like 1 hour and then I'll just like lift heavy.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's not even like it's like 3 sets and then like maybe like 10 reps for each thing.
Yeah.
And then altogether, if I like really am stressed for time, at the most it's like 45 minutes.
Yeah, I think that's like the last time I was there. I think that's as long as I went, like 45 minutes, because I try to spend at least 15 to 20 on the treadmill first. I like to do cardio first, and then I go and do like resistance. But fuck, I haven't been in so long. I'll probably be there for 35 minutes if I'm being honest. For
You'd
the
be
first
one of
few
those people like, let me take 10 minutes between reps.
days, drink all my water, have to pee, come back. I'm like, I'm tired.
Yeah, that's one thing you gotta learn is like water control, because you don't want to like keep walking back and forth, you know, between the water machine and the equipment you're using.
That's when you do the pre-workout, dude, and then you get so itchy you have to work out, or you're just like, I gotta get in there.
I hate that feeling. After like I bought pre-workout and like finished the thing, I was like, never again.
I like it.
I can do without.
Yeah.
It's my only motivation.
It feels like, I don't know how drug addicts feel like, but that's what that felt like.
It's what it's yeah. It feels like
Yeah.
you've got bugs in your
I've
skin.
heard that.
Literally,
I got bugs in my skin.
I'll ask my brother. I'll be like, "Does the pre-workout make you feel like when you were on drugs?" He'll probably be like, "Yeah."
I would have done it.
It's just like an uncomfortable feeling. And it's like
Yeah.
I can motivate myself enough. I don't need this other stuff. I'm already
Yeah.
taking 1 billion supplements. I don't need more shit in my body.
I know, right? I'm gonna do it though, because it'll help me. I'll ask.
Yeah.
We'll go to
worth
expert
a try.
drug correspondent Gary and see what he thinks about it.
If we like party out too hard like on our vacation, are we just gonna do 2 dry scoops of pre-workout and just go on with the rest of the day?
Dude,
Just
the
Pedialyte.
dry scoops. How do you do that? I feel like it's like the cinnamon challenge. Like, how do you not like choke?
I don't know. I don't really know. My friend, like, he dry scoops protein powder and pre-workout, and he says he
Why?
just has no problem. Just like, I don't know. I try to ask him like, what is like the technique that goes into it? He's like,
Yeah.
oh no, I just swish it around, and eventually the saliva catches up. I'm like, that's fucking nasty.
Nuh-uh. No,
and
it
that
doesn't.
doesn't sound like a good time. He's like, but that's what I do. I don't drink with water. I'm like, you're a fucking psycho.
That can't be good for your bowels. I feel like it's not good.
I mean, if you like drink water like
Still lime.
afterwards, yeah, I had to snort it, dude.
Ugh.
You need my
it's so
office?
dry and it gunks
Maybe.
up.
Yeah, I feel like that's just too much, man.
Yeah.
But
I can't.
anyway,
Yeah.
my voice is definitely going
yeah,
now,
no,
guys.
we can wrap it up, y'all. That was fun. Well, I mean, we had some good sports discussion. I definitely have some sports stories. Maybe we'll circle back to
Yeah,
that.
we can go back.
sometime
I
in the
really
future.
want to talk about sports too.
Yeah. I know Alyssa might not be super,
No, Alyssa can talk about the time that she made All State.
Oh
Yeah. You guys don't remember?
Oh yeah, well no I didn't, but now I do. No, yeah, well, there's lots of that. There's some good stuff there. I definitely got a tease. If anybody ever, I know I'd hardly ever stream, but if you ever go to my stream, it would be I used to have to do what exclamation point catch. I caught a foul ball at a Cubs game. I'll tell that story someday.
It's my favorite one when he streams. I'll do it, and I'm like, woo! I love it, dude.
Oh yeah, that's funny. But yeah, so that's a fun story because there's some deeper stories to tell into that one too. And I guess I've been to a few different sports things. One day I'll go to a Bears game, maybe, and one day maybe we can all catch a game somewhere too. That'd be fun.
That would be
that
cool.
would be sick.
Yeah,
I love
we'll
it.
definitely circle back to some of that too.
We need
sometime.
to, yes. The next podcast, we do need to let Aqua talk a little bit more about sports because then he's all in. Like,
It's fine.
yeah,
In the future, anytime, maybe next episode, maybe not. We'll see. But
Yeah.
Anything else? Anybody else have any last minute bits of advice or inspiration to give the audience?
Just walk forward.
Yeah.
Yep.
Don't stand still.
Yeah.
Just
keep
keep walking forward.
going.
First step.
Keep going.
Wait, no. The most important step is the first step. I love that.
That's right.
Okay. Well, we'll go ahead and wrap it up. Thank you so much, everybody, for listening to Forget We Said That. My name is Relytan.
I'm Alyssa Riot.
And I'm Legion Lion at Legion Lion on Twitch. Been pretty busy. I haven't streamed much, but I'll be there late nights, probably playing Darkest Dungeon for the millionth time. I'll be honest.
Hell yeah.
And don't forget to rate the podcast on whatever platform you're watching or listening to this on. It really helps us with discoverability because it pushes our podcast to the front page.
All right.
Bye guys.
Bye.
Thanks for listening.